Hello guys, this is Sherry from Paranormal World Investigators / PWI Investigations. It is the 9th of May 2020. We are doing a live spiritual talk. Please come and join my channel, guys. We're going to be doing everything from talking spiritual stuff to looking into dreams. By going through my book, we're going to be talking about abilities, and I'm hoping that people that have abilities, my brothers and sisters of YouTube, that you'll come up onto my panel and be able to talk a bit about yourselves. The plans is that you don't give too much information up, but you speak a bit about what you do, how long you've had your abilities for, what you do, like if you want to protect yourself and stuff like that, and how you maybe first realised you had your abilities and stuff like that. So it'd be really cool if you guys come up, but the main subjects are learning about the abilities and doing the dream stuff, and obviously the talk. And then obviously as that goes on, then it will go into the evening stream, which is where we will be doing the experiments for an hour to an hour and a half. Then I will be going into the bedroom. So this stream will be cut off before that one, because I'm going to have them so that they're individual, so that the paranormal stuff don't cut in with the spiritual stuff and things like that. So please come over and join, guys. Let people know that I am on. Hope that you're all okay. I've got the camera off at the minute because I am eating, because I'm really, really hungry. Really, very hungry. Now, new technology that's right, something happened there. What was that? So here it is. 2 people watching. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, Fat7, Michelle, thinking of others. Hello, how are you? Welcome to the room, Angel. So yeah, I'm eating. So this one is going to be about spiritual talks, and we're going to be talking about dreams and things as well. But I'm just going to let the room fill up a little bit. We'll just sit and chill for a couple of minutes while I'm eating, and I'm going to have a cigarette after. Then we will get on. To be honest, it don't really have a time scale on when I can start and stop, because it's going on till Monday. So I've been feeling a bit dodgy today, so I don't want to be doing too much at the same time. I'm making myself unwell, so I'm still not 100%. But I don't want to give the stream up either, because it's going really, really well. Welcome back, sweet. Hope everything's alright, sis. And you're lovely as well, thinking. I've got the best family in the world on here. There's no fam like you guys. That is for sure. Like some people say, what is the big fascination with your friends online? And like, if you came into my room and actually spoke to them, you'd see what the fascination is. Said they're awesome. There is no one like them. Have my back through thick and thin. When I'm down and I'm feeling upset or anything like that, you guys are always there. Always, always. Even when I'm grumpy or angry or upset, you're there. You know, even when I get angry with people, when it's in my family, it's never going to be for long. Unless you've done something really bad, which I know that the person that's probably that, well, me and a certain person had a disagreement yesterday. I'm not going to say names because I've got no issues with them. But I think this person's probably thinking that I'm not wanting to talk to them anymore. That is not the case. It's just that I stand very firmly with what I've been taught and what I believe in. And I felt pretty not in a good way when what was said last night. It was like, might as well have said that I pretty much didn't know what I was talking about, even though I do. Even though you didn't say it that way, you might as well have. And that it really hurt. And I know that now that that person's probably sitting there thinking, I don't want to know. That is not the case. You know how much I value and think of you, and how important you are. And the way I act and the things that I say and do is because I care. You take care as well, Fat Seven. It's because I care and because I know things. And you know, it was pretty hurtful. It was. I'm going to admit that it was really, really hurtful, but not hurtful in a way that people have done me over. It's just the fact that like we're really close, and to hear that person to speak in that way, it made me feel quite like, oh, well, I'm obviously not really valued in what I say and I teach people if that's what they think. And that made me start questioning how I've been and how I've helped people. And I struggle on a daily basis with how I am, who I am. I struggle on a daily basis with life, a lot of it, you know, and I was in a pretty bad place after that. And I know that that person probably sat there feeling really bad and thinking like she's never going to talk to me again. That is not the case. It's not the case at all. You're always going to be fam. And like I said, we have got a bond. You might not agree with what I said to a certain person, and I, you know, personally don't agree with everything you're saying. That's all I'm saying. You know, I've done this for over 20 years. I know what I'm talking about, and maybe on both sides things could have been done a bit differently, but I just don't appreciate being told one thing and then another thing being done. I know I'm sat here and I've been feeling miserable this morning and thinking, you know, this morning I was just sat there thinking, you know, well, why do I bother? Why do I give my time and my effort to everybody and do what I do if people ain't going to listen? You know what I mean? But then I sat there and I thought, well, you know what? There's many that do listen to you and do know that you know what you're talking about. And for that reason, I done all the meditation and I've done the stuff that we done today in our stream, and it's uplifted me again. And it's made me feel good about myself again. And I thought, you know what? I've got loads that do listen to what I say. I know. And they trust and they believe in everything that I learn them. So for me, you know, I can't be everyone's cup of tea, I guess. I can't be everybody's cup of tea. Not everybody's going to agree with the way that I see and I am. But and This person has not spoke to me today for the very aspect of the way that we was with each other last night, and I've got other people that I care about very much. Makes me happy, and even that isn't being the way I want it to be either. These last couple of days I've just felt like I'm invisible. I felt like I'm invisible, and it doesn't matter how much of an effort or how much I try, it's not good enough. It ain't good enough. That's how I feel. I know fat 7 and fat 8. You know, you don't look, that's at 7, fat 7 and fat 7, sorry, not fat 7 and fat 8. You know, like, I don't like having fallouts with my family. I hate it. Yeah. Yes, I'm an opinionated person. Yes, if I think someone's done something wrong, I will tell them. And I will tell another person when I believe what they're saying is not how it is. You know what I mean? I will say it how it is. That is how I've been brought up. And because I do know what I'm talking about when it comes to the paranormal and spiritual stuff, done it for a long time. And a lot of people think, oh, she's being nasty and she's done that. And it is not me being nasty. It's me protecting you. You know, I care. I can't help that I care. That is just who I am. And I do worry about the smallest things. And something that might not be big or very dangerous to you is dangerous. And you know, it don't matter if you're in a car and driving past a haunted location or you're investigating a haunted location, you should always protect yourself. And other people's protectors and the Lord and Divine cannot protect you from everything. The Lord and Divine cannot control every single negative or good spirit that is around. Yes, when it comes to finding which spirit is, they can sort it out. But what I'm saying is their mindset and control is not in every single person. There's so many of us. They can only help us out at certain times. That's why things like this happen in the world. You know what I mean? So, and when people sit there and go, oh, well, no, I'm okay. I'm okay. Nothing happened. How do you know that nothing's happened? What, you think that if you sit in a car and you're driving past a location, that a spirit can't hop in your car while it's moving? Newsflash, spirits can run and move 20 times faster than a car when it's moving. A spirit can think of a place that it wants to be at and be in it within seconds. It only has to visualize the thing it's seeing and it's in it. This is what I was trying to explain. Not all spirits that follow you from a location show themselves to you straight away. You don't always know that they're actually around you. It could take days, weeks, months, even years for some for an energy of negativity to come out. Doesn't just happen on the spot. It can take a long time. And for that, like, to sit there and say, well, I'm safe. Well, the day that these people went to this place, the next day I was rudely woken by being strangled. Now, I've been to no negative places. I have done no negative investigations. I have done nothing. And I was attacked in my bed. Right? Now, I banished that from my house because it wasn't from me. So where do you think that thing's gone to? Possibly from the person it came from in the first place. Anyone that thinks that if you're sat in a car and you're driving past a haunted location means that you're safe, then you're very wrong. You should use protection if you're going to any haunted location, even if you're staying in the car or if you're getting out of it. Protection is always the way. And I, you know, I was trying to explain this, and this person took it the wrong way. Yeah, they think that I overreacted in the way that I spoke to a certain person at a time. And if that's what they feel, that's fine. They've got their opinion. They're entitled to that, same as I am. But in my eyes, I didn't overreact, and I acted exactly how I should have acted, because I have a lot of people that will get me up for blessings and prayers every single time they're going to places, and they'll make sure that I'm there to do that so that they're safe in that if they're in a car or out of a car. Lots of people. I'm not on about just this person in question, these people in question. But the people in question have had me on nearly every single stream that they've done and stuff, you know what I mean? And I've supported these people in so many ways, you know what I mean? And I have always implied how important spiritual protection is. It don't matter if you're investigating a location or you're just driving past and visiting it. If you think that a spirit cannot hop in your car and follow you, you're very wrong. You're very wrong. And it only needs to take seconds. Just seconds. I know that from when I was attacked. Weren't even 2 minutes, but the amount of markings and things that I had to my neck and everything was extraordinary. The problem is, guys, the spirits are not like what we're like anymore. They don't have their physical bodies anymore. They are more enabled to do more things. They're more advanced in what they do. They can cause a lot more harm to you the way that they are now to when they were living. So that's why I said what I said. And I will stand very firmly with what I believe in and what I've said. I'm not going to change my mind. I'm not going to turn around and go, I'm sorry, I was in the wrong, because I wasn't in the wrong. The only thing I'm sorry for is if I've really upset that person and they feel they can't talk to me anymore, because that was not how it was meant to be. I was just implying to you, look, go out, go and investigate, go and do what you want. I'm not saying that, but make sure that you use protection before you do it. Same as if you're visiting a place and you're not getting out of the car, you protect the car or whatever you're driving. It's common sense. And I know damn well that the prayers would not have been done the way that they should have been done, so they wouldn't have been protected properly. And you know, people have got guides and that, but guides are not in charge of looking after other people. They can only do so much to help somebody else that's with them. The same as the Lord and Divine, even though they are the most powerful and they have our backs in everything, they can't stop everything happening to us. And this is what I'm trying to say to you. Because if they could stop everything happening to us, do you think we'd be in the places that we're in now? No. So don't sit there and believe that because you've got the power of the Lord and Divine, it means you're protected and nothing could ever happen to you, because you're very wrong. I have the love for my Lord and Divine. I give my respect every day. I pray and give my heart to them every day. And I still got attacked. The problem is, Anonymous, like these people were people that I have gave advice for and I have been training. So to go back on me, you know, even though they didn't say you don't know what you're talking about, they might as well have said it. And to actually believe in their head that a spirit can't jump into the car when it's moving, it's foolish. They haven't got a physical body. What have they got to be worried about chasing a car to get in it? It's not like they're going to hurt themselves, is it? They've already passed away. Their energies are higher. They can run to places, be in places from one end of the world to the other end in seconds. What, and you think they can't get in a car? You think they can't hop into a car. That that's past a really haunted building. You think they can't come out and jump into that car. And you think that you would know when they're doing that. Not necessarily. People can go years and years not realising they've got an attachment. And then suddenly it shows up. You've got others that it happens quicker. But the fact is, in the power and the love of the Lord and the divine, in the power and the love of our guides, we are not fully protected. We never are. Yes, a lot of stuff's not happened to me because I do my protection and stuff. But what I'm saying is I'm always aware that something could happen, because not everything is in everybody's control. You know what I mean? So don't sit there thinking, oh, well, nothing happened to me, so I'm fine. Because that's very wrong. How do you know you're fine? How do you know that somebody has not attached to you and just hasn't shown themselves to you yet? You know what I mean? You went to these places even though you drove past them and stuff like that. And then believe me, the next day, I woke up out of my sleep because I'm being strangled. Get my beef. I'm not saying that it's you, but you're the only people that have been going out. That I've, I'm not in any shape or form saying that it is down to you guys, but it's just a bit random. That in the whole time I've been in lockdown and I've done these investigations, I've had no attacks, no nothing. And I support you in some of your stuff you do. And then I got attacked the next day. I was literally woke up to being strangled. I could not move. I felt like I couldn't breathe properly. There was 2 of them. It took me over 2 hours to cleanse and bless my house and get rid of it out of my house. Now, I know it ain't me because I haven't been going anywhere, and I have always do my prayers and blessings, and I always only welcome the goodness, not the dark. So I know it's nothing to do with me. Somehow those energies got in my home. And I know these people are going to look at it and think, oh, she's being nasty about us, and she's saying it's our fault. I'm not being nasty to you, and I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm just saying that there is a possibility that those energies could have come to me from a place that you've been to, is what I'm saying, because they ain't been around any other time. And the only other thing I'm saying is that I'm just pointing out to you that I don't have the problem with you going on the investigations. It's when you don't use the protection properly. If you think just doing the Lord's Prayer and driving slowly past a building and staying in the car to be safe is going to keep you safe, you're very wrong. And I understand when you turned around and said that you're qualified. Not qualified in that way, but you've been involved with the paranormal for years and years and years and years. Okay, I respect that as well, but you've not been involved in doing investigations and working with spirits that are not inside a home. It's completely different. So you're not qualified and you don't understand that side of it. And watching people online and learning from people online, yes, it makes you understand what's needed to be an investigator, but it doesn't prepare you for actually how it is. That is when you go out there and learn. Now, not in any shape or form am I saying you shouldn't be investigating, you shouldn't be learning. What I was saying is that these people should not have allowed to go past that place with you guys in the car without that protection in the car. I wasn't saying that I wanted to stay on the camera with you guys while you done it. I would have preferred you to have me on there to do the protection thing, then you just get on with what you're doing. Even if you're just driving past. Don't be so naive and think you're safe because you're in a car, because you're not. If you think that the Lord and Divine can stop every evil thing that goes on to a person, you're wrong. They can only do so much at a time. Nothing is fully controlled, guys. That's why we always talk about there is still big risks in the paranormal, even though we have big spiritual beliefs and we believe in the Lord and Divine. We know the Lord and Divine protect us. We know when we investigate every day, we know the risks that we take. We know that things could happen to us. It's a fact. It's said enough as well. Anywhere. You could pick a spirit up from anywhere. You could be walking innocently through a park with one of your kids and pick a spirit up. Not all of them are negative. Some of them are just normal good spirits, but they like the look of you or something of you they find familiar, and they'll come and follow you home, or they'll do whatever. And then you've got the more negative side, which attach to you and stuff like that. Now, the most known places to do that is when you're going to places that are known to be negative. That's where you can get a lot of attachments. Even on holy grounds, you can get attachments. You can still have things happen that you like. Yeah, it's very rare, but it does happen. You can still have things follow you sometimes if you don't do your prayers and stuff properly. Exactly. Like, for me, even though if you do your prayers and stuff right, 9 times out of 10 nothing happens to you, yeah, but no ground or place is fully protected or okay. You know what I mean? Even though that there's secret grounds and there's secret spells and whatever else for different places, there is always that danger still and that risk. Even though it's very minute and it's not very often it happens, it can happen, is what I'm saying. 9 times out of 10 when we do our prayers and that, it works. But, there is still those percentage. And I was told that I worry too much and stay in worry too much, so there it conflicts my mind. No, the reason I'm saying what I'm saying and I worry is because I know what they're capable of and what they can do. Because my mind's being overtook and because I look too much into things, it's because I see reality and I see truth and I know how it is. I've experienced it myself, and I give my heart and my body to the Lord and the Divine every single day. I do my work the right way, and I still got attacked because of the lies of someone else and not being honest. So don't sit there and think that I don't know what I'm talking about, and that if you sit in a car and you don't protect yourself, it don't matter, you're safe because you're in a car. You're wrong. And it don't matter if you took 2 minutes to walk, drive past that place, or 2 seconds. It don't matter how slow or fast you're going. If they want you, they'll have you. They've only got to take a look at that car and vision themselves in it, and that's it. They're there. So what do you want me to say to you? They time travel. They can be in one country and then another within seconds because of what they are. So what, you think they can't be in a moving car for that instance then? No, obviously not in your eyes, but sadly, yes, they can. That's all I'm saying to you. And yes, you did make me angry and you did upset me and you made my heart pretty much explode because I've sat there and I've learnt you things, I've showed you things, and I thought you seriously took on what I told you. And then to hear you speak like that last night, you might as well have pretty much said, Sherry, you don't know what you're talking about. You might as well have said that. That's all I'm saying. You might as well have. No, Anonymous, it wasn't. Nope. Anonymous, the problem is on here, even though I do my work, I have many people that confide in me. I have many people that I teach and I learn and I train, okay? And I don't expect that people that I train to then go against what I've already learned and told them they shouldn't be doing. You know what I mean? I've told them how important protection is despite what they do or where they are. And to be listened to all that time, then suddenly have somebody turn on you and be like, actually no, because I'm in the power of someone else at the moment, you're not right anymore. Well, that, I'm sorry, but that's very wrong. And I've been in this for over 20 years. I know my stuff. I've been under the right people. I've been learnt the right way. I've studied the right way. Okay, I know my stuff. And, you know, yeah, I should worry about myself more. But it's just not the sort of person I am. Anonymous. I am a very caring person and I do care about other people's feelings, and it does affect me because of my abilities and stuff like that. And knowing very well that my friends are going out to a place and can put themselves in danger worries me. Yeah, and it upsets me for the simple fact that it's not like they don't know what they should and shouldn't be doing, because they've learned for themselves. They've also been told and been shown by me and others. You know what I mean? So, you know, by means, be yourselves. Do your investigations. Do everything the way you want to do it. There is no problem with that. You go out and do your investigations. That's fine. But just don't think that you don't need to protect when you're in a car, because you do. Don't matter if you're stopping or you're going. Always use protection. It's just how it is. Sorry. And I know that they're probably going to look at this thinking I'm being really negative and I'm being really nasty. I'm not. I'm trying to make a point that, you know, don't be so hard on the people that have been there for you, is what I'm saying. And, you know, and I'm just saying that I stand by how I reacted. Like, okay, if you think that I overreacted, I get that. And I understand you've got your opinions, but in my opinion, I didn't overreact. I was acting the way I was acting because I was concerned. You know what I mean? And it don't matter who told who to go where. The fact in the argument last night was, yes, okay, you wanted to go to the place, you wanted to do it all, fair enough. I get that, yeah. But the person that took you to that place has been doing this for a while now, yeah, and should know that protection is the key thing. And I don't mean just your little protectors and the fact that you've got the love of the Lord and the divine in your body. I'm on about that you need to actually physically know it as well. But, you know, right, that's over now. I don't want to talk about that anymore, but I'm just saying, all I'm really trying to imply is show you why and say to you why I feel I'm in the right, and because of all my training and the things that I've done. And another way of just saying to you, like, you know, we've been family for a long time. We've had each other's backs for a long time. And to be honest, I just want to put things behind me. Yeah, I'm going to be careful on how I help now. I'm not going to be so forthcoming to helping people that don't want to listen to me, but I'm not going to abandon either. So what I'm saying is that, you know, I still look at you as family. And, you know, when you decide you want to come back and maybe we can try and talk and sort this out, that's cool. But just remember that I'm not going to be properly free till tonight, or Monday would probably be better. I don't know. I'm lost, guys. I don't know what you're on about. Hello, can you hear me? Guys, can you hear me? I was muted, darling. Sorry. Yeah, no. No, nothing's wrong, Mittens. Don't panic. It's just that you know what I'm like when people over define and think that I don't know what I'm talking about. I get a bit upset, and that kind of what happened. It's not me ranting at someone. It's not me being nasty. It's not me trying to move away from someone. It's me just trying to explain my actions for why I acted the way I did, and saying that I do understand and get if they're saying that they don't agree with it. Everybody's got a different opinion, but I was just trying to state something. I mean, no way, shape or form am I saying I don't want them as fam anymore. There's no way. But, you know, you can't listen and take someone's advice 1 minute, and then the next minute when somebody else comes into your life, you decide that that person that was helping you and learning you is not as relevant anymore, and that you only listen to the person that you're actually involved in working with, when that's not fair, especially if a lot of the work has been done by the person that, in my case, it was me, you know, the stuff that was said to me. And I've been there for many people and helped them. So that's all it was, Mittens. I was just stating my fact. You know what I'm like. That you know what I'm like when it comes to protection. It's so important. And some of my fam thought I was a bit over the top with the way I reacted with somebody else. You know, I apologise if I upset them in that way, but I will not say I'm sorry for what I believe in and how I've been brought and learnt. I'm not sorry for that, and I won't take that back. I stand very firmly when I say to you, it don't matter if you're inside a car or outside a car or at a haunted location, going past it or going to actually investigate it, you use protection. Welcome back. But that's over. In no shape or form is this a rant. It happens, yes. You know, it does. It was just hard. It's hard, especially when you put so much time and work into so many people and you help people and you're there for them. It hurts. You know what I mean? Especially when they don't see the value. They don't see the value of you and how much of a good person you are. You know, they underestimate. You know what I mean? And it's not fair, because I'm a very easygoing person. You know, I'll have anybody's back and help anybody. You know what I mean? And I go beyond my way to make sure others are all right. So, you know, it is a bit hurtful when you get you feel like you get disrespected or you get mocked for what you like. I'm not saying that it's not like this person physically mocked me, but they pretty much might as well have. So, but that's over now. Oh, hello, Abraxas. Take it you're watching the stream, sweet. And before anyone thinks I'm mocking anyone, I am not mocking anybody. I am just stating my fact. And when you're thinking of doing that, Chris, because I don't actually finish streaming till I actually don't finish until Monday, but I'm going to be free tonight on the Sherry B Brett account. Can't use the Sherry Brett account because that's where I'm streaming from. So, you know, I don't know. I really don't know, guys. Yeah, time does heal all wounds. Sometimes. Anyway, guys, I've had my sandwich and that. So, my plans were to do the... Oh, what's happened here? Oh, the camera is there. Okay. So, obviously, like I said, today is the paranormal stream, guys. So, we're going to be doing... looking into dreams. looking at different spiritual tools that can be used to enhance communicating and to enhance everyday life of beings like us and being with the divine, which is the Lord and Mother Earth, Mother Nature. Then you've got this book, which is the physics book, which is to do with abilities and stuff like that. I'm 36, sweetheart. I'll be 40 in 4 years. So yeah, we're going to be doing the abilities side of things as well. So we're going to have a really interesting talk, and then I'm going to have people come up and I'm going to get them to talk about themselves, if they've got abilities and stuff like that, and you know how they came into it. A bit like what we did with the paranormal stuff yesterday, but it's about your abilities and things like that. So we're going to do some really interesting stuff. Then we're going to go into a little 36, you're a baby. Hardly. So we do that. Then we'll have people come up on the panel. Then I'm going to be doing a paranormal story, which is called They Walk Among Us, which is going to be really interesting. And then obviously we're going to go on to the paranormal stream. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the StreamYard link into the room. If anyone wants to come up, please come up. So just click that link, guys. Come up. No swearing in the room or on the panel, please. Hit the button. Baby Sherry. Thanks.
Hello, my sweet sis. How you
Hello,
doing?
darling. You alright?
Just very depressed right now. I don't know why. I know I'm in a lot of pain and everything. There's so much on my mind too. It was crazy.
Yeah, no.
Like I felt my beloved Aunt Kate, but then it was like he was like with her or something. I was just trying to avoid it, like make him go away. He was evil.
It is Fat 7 and Fat 7. I do agree in that. It is. Every day is a new beginning, new chapter of life. It is. And you
true.
need to stop worrying me, Shell. Like, it is more than likely, like, obviously, your aunt is around. Yeah, there is a possibility your uncle could be there, but Pup sent Astro over there, so nothing's going to happen to you, sweet.
I don't like Roy at all. He did something really bad, and I love my beloved Aunt Kate. And that was not cool what he did. Touching my breast when I needed a ride because I have a phobia of driving and I never learned. And he came to pick me up because my dad was working at the police office back then, and I was in the passenger seat and he touched my breast and he's like, "Oh, I wonder what my wife would think about that." And I'm like, "What, my Aunt Kate?" I should have just punched him in the car. My parents asked me why I didn't, and I said, "I don't know. I didn't want to get killed on the road." But I ran right out of his car to my parents and told my mom.
Mittens, I agree.
And then I had to tell Kate what he did, which wasn't easy for me to do. But, I'm always stuck in the middle and I always have to tell the truth to somebody, even if it hurts. It's not fair.
No, I know. I know what it
Yeah.
feels like when people do things to you that they shouldn't. I've been
And
there.
then you're stuck in the middle and you have to tell the person that it's the
Well,
truth about something.
in some cases, nothing's said, nothing, and they don't. You don't get justice.
No,
That's what
no.
happened in my
I
case.
never got justice. Even one of the two car accidents I was in on the passenger side and I got whammed both times. That's why I'm so disabled. Mm, bedridden now and just everything just stinks.
Yeah, right. Let me share this out.
Okay, honey.
Life gives you many challenges. You just have to learn to be able to carry on. And I know
I
at
just
times it
hope
can
Kate
be
didn't keep
very
Roy.
difficult.
I'm scared though, sis. I'm scared. I just hope Kate didn't keep Roy. I hope she's
Yeah,
not
but
around him.
if she was married to him and that was her husband, he will be with her at times. That's the thing.
But can't she just get rid of him?
But not if she was married to him and she never
Well, I
separated from
told her
him.
what happened. She wanted me to go to court against him with her, but then I got very ill with the GI illness. Remember, I was telling you what happened. I was stuck in a mental hospital for over 4 months about it too. There's no GI doctor could figure it out. Nobody could figure it out, and I couldn't go to court against Roy then. If she did it earlier, yeah, I could have. I don't know.
Yeah, some things that you can't understand and you don't get, and you don't know why it's like that. But there is a reason for the way that things go in life. There always is, and in the end, things come to light. Even if it isn't that you don't get justice, what you got to remember is you will get justice in the end, because when they go to that side, they will be made to know what they've done. You just got to keep having that belief.
I just wish Kate would get rid of him. Why does she need him there?
It's not necessarily that she wants him there or needs him there. It might just be that he is there. And something needs to be done to get rid of him.
Yeah.
So,
Kate never thought she was pretty. I always thought she was pretty. She had blonde hair and blue eyes. I mean, come on, how good could she have
exactly, Fat Seven, Fat Seven. That is exactly. I am a pagan.
been? I can't hear them. I mean, I can't see chat. I'm sorry, honey.
You're very right there.
What happened?
Just saying that, that pagans, their circle of life, every new day is a reborn rebirth. It is.
Mm, I feel the same, but just more pain.
I know, but focusing on the negativity is what makes the pain worse.
Right.
Yes, the circle of life.
Mm.
So, tell me, guys, have any of you had these strange dreams that have been going on for a while?
I had one weird dream yesterday, last night or whatever.
Okay, like, could you tell me what was in the dream?
Yeah, like I was a vampire or something. I'm like, what? A
Hang on a minute.
vampire? Okay, honey.
Dreaming of a vampire. Let's see what that says. See if it's in there first.
And I also had like a dream that I was carving my wrist, like trying to kill myself in my dream, not in reality. I would never do that. I'm like, what is going on? Why are these dreams like this? Wicked.
Just trying, hang on. Trying to
Okay.
find, guys.
Okay. Maybe I was thinking of my childhood girlfriend who committed suicide. It was only a couple years back. I don't know why I had a dream of it slicing my wrist though. She ended up passing away by taking her car in her garage in her own
Right.
house. She had her,
Vampire. A bad omen. You will marry for money and find it
not,
a bad bargain.
I'm not getting remarried ever again. Once was enough, unless it's a real gentleman. I will not just marry anyone. No, no,
Well,
no,
that's
no.
what it's saying. It might not be implying to you. It may be implying to someone you know.
I don't know that many people. I have
But
a very
apparently,
strong.
if you dream of vampires or being a vampire, it's a bad omen. You will marry for
Right?
money and find
No.
it a bad bargain.
Hmm. I was married years ago. His parents were rich, but that was years
That's what I'm
ago.
saying. It's kind of pointing it out, though. You're still with someone
Mm,
with money.
mm. And then also the slashing on my wrist
So
and my
what? Slash what? So suicide.
slashing on my rat, yeah, honey. And my girlfriend Darlene, she was my
Hang on a
childhood
minute.
girlfriend.
Hang on a minute.
Okay.
Right. Just you have to bear with me, guys, because it takes me a while to go
No,
through these
don't
because
worry
there are
about it.
quite
Mm.
a lot.
And my childhood girlfriend, she was a couple years younger than me, in her 40s too, like me. And she had a perfect job or her own house, her own car. But then she put her car in the garage and let the fumes take her away. And that happened a few years ago. But I haven't even wanted to commit suicide in a long time. And I'm like, what? And I thought it was reality. I'm like, what? And
Oh dear. Trying to
what?
find out.
Oh, okay. Mm. Probably just another bad omen. What else? in my miserable hell life. Hi, Boo Bear. You're a good boy. Love you.
Suicide. A sign of an overstrained mind and a warning to change your surroundings for a time. Did you hear that?
What was that, sweetheart?
I said a sign of an overstrained mind and a warning to change your surroundings for a time.
Where's that supposed to be? Kind of lost on that one.
That you've got to change your path, the way that you are.
Oh.
At the minute, you look very negatively at yourself and you let the fact that you're unwell get to you a lot when there is a lot of people in the world that are unwell.
I know.
So they're saying, like, when you dream that, it's because you need to put to death your old you and bring your new you, which would be being more positive and things like that. Not looking so hard on what you go through, but trying to look for a positive in it. That's what it is. Now, I don't know if I don't know if it would have the cutting wrist. Let's see what it says when it says cutting wrist as well.
I was using a razor blade in my dream.
Let's see if it's got that one in it as well.
Okay.
Oh dear, there's so many words here.
Is it bad?
Well, I don't know yet. I haven't found it.
Oh, okay, so here it's okay.
Oh dear. Come on. doesn't have about the. It might be in the wrist bit. Then wrist begins with the W, doesn't it?
Yeah.
At least if we can understand what the wrist means.
Could it be that I left my childhood girlfriend a couple years back from her suicide?
I don't know, sweet. I'm just trying to at least find something that says about like a wrist. Wrists. To dream that your wrists are broken or hurt is very good. It foretells that you will marry your present lover and be happy. Random. So that is a wrist. So if you've got a cut wrist, I am guessing that'd probably be resembling something that's not very positive in a friendship or a relationship. Sorry guys, it takes a while to go through these books. Now I'm trying to find cut to see what cut says. It can resemble words together, you see, so I'm trying to see. Are you kidding me? There is no cut. Excuse me a minute, I'm just going to go and get my dog to go back in the bedroom. Because I know what he's like when he goes. Dash, in the bedroom, please. Go. Bedroom. Thank you. He's bloody going in the toilet and licking things. Got water, so I don't understand it. Well, no, I found the wrist part of it, sis, but there, for some reason, it does not say anything about if you see something being cut, which is really weird. You would have thought it would, but it doesn't. Anybody else had any strange? Yes. A choosing between decisions and the way that your life is going to go. That a lot of people would not really Damn it. What have I done there? I'll just cut myself off. No, wait. That is the link, guys. Anybody else had any strange dreams? Oh, God. Just stay alive. Yes. Be positive. Look forward. No, not this one. I said this in the stream yesterday. This is just a test thing. The COVID-19 thing's not going to be for a couple of months. It's still very raw at the minute, so I don't want to be. I don't want to be doing that too soon. This is just a test stream, and I said this at the beginning of my stream yesterday, that this stream isn't for people to make donations unless they want to make donations just to me. But the stream for all of that will be in a couple of months. Month to a couple of months. I've got to look into some places where I can sponsor and support. B to be you. Yep, that's awesome. This is just normal, just a really long weekend stream of paranormal and spiritual stuff, just to get me into that frame and show myself that I can still do that sort of thing. And then I know that I'll be ready to do that when it comes to it then. But I'm going to need other people to get involved in that. I think that there needs to be lots of different ideas coming through. We need to do loads of stuff. I don't think it needs to just be put all on me. Like I'll stream for the 3-4 days, whatever. But I think there should be people that do different things and put their links in my room, and we get it for different countries, so that different countries get the donations and stuff. You know what I mean? So even if you want to don't say someone's going to donate £30, they do 5 to America, 10 to America, 10 to UK, and 10 to then maybe £2-3 to another. However you want to do it, innit? We do live under the same sky. You're very right. And blessed are we. So wanted to be. So anybody else wanting a insight into a dream they may be having? It could be the fact that you've had this really weird dream for years and years, and there's certain things in that dream that point out and are quite vigilant to you, and maybe it will be in this dream book. Obviously this dream book only covers the major sort of dreaming aspects that people have, so it doesn't have such thing as cut wrists and stuff like that in it. It'll kind of be suicide or wrists, and then you kind of combine it together. We are a one huge paranormal family. We are. And I love each and every one of you. All of you. I'm just a very opinionated person, and when I feel I'm in the right about something, I'll say it. And I think some people don't like that, but I'm not being funny. Other people are like that as well. So why is it okay for one to be like that, but not another person? You know what I mean? That's why I said what I said today. I thought, well, no, you know, I didn't really have that chance to try and, you know, I explained the best I could, and then everything just went wrong. I felt really hurt and ended up breaking down, and I left. That's how it was left. And I am angry. I have been angry all day and questioning myself. Even though I shouldn't be. You know. You know, it's strange how life is sometimes. I will say though that these streams are not going to plan the way that I wanted them to. Like these ones, you know what I mean? I really thought that there would be quite a few people that would come in here and want to come up on panel, talk about their abilities and what they're about. What is that? Thinking of others. So, Mittens, what is the symbol that you've been seeing though? Obviously, I can't really answer that to you if I don't know what the symbol is and what it is that you're seeing on a regular basis. And thinking of others, what is your question, sweet? Just hit that link, guys. So you're seeing a triangle. I know that the triangle does represent something to do with the earth. So, hang on. Let me see what triangle. Table. Tree, tangle, trade, trim, treasure. Teacher, teapot, teeth. Triangle. apparently, Mittens, that when you dream of a triangle, you will have to choose between two lovers. So you could frame this that there may be two people that you like, and that you could be with someone but you like someone else and you've got to choose. It could be the fact that you've got to choose between what mostly balances out with you, like what one's got more than the other. But also for me, like here, because it says that you will have to choose between two lovers. But it's also another way of symbolizing a two-way decision and making a strong decision that may include other people. Yes, but this is what I'm saying, sweetheart. It may not be that the dream is relevant to you. It could be somebody that you know. Not all dreams that you dream are dreams that are to do with you. It could be somebody else. So that's what it says in here. Hello, pups. Dream a little dream. Thank you, Richard. You are very welcome. Anybody else? Is there anything weird that you've been dreaming? Preferably something that's got an object in it, so we can have a look. Obviously, like I said, this book of dreams only shows you the most inner sort of dreams. It doesn't put things in order or things like that. So how are you, pups? Has Michelle come back up or not? Yes, she's there.
Hi, honey. Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you.
You're welcome.
You're such a blessing to me. I don't know what I'd do without you.
Well, I'm glad that people look
I'm
at
just
me
a
that
cat
way.
mommy, you know?
Well, some of them anyway.
Hey, just a cat mommy. My own little world. Miserable girl.
Anyone that wants to come up and want to talk all spiritual things and stuff like that, please come in, guys.
We have like 5 more spots. And Danny there?
Yeah, he's in the room.
Cool. Hey, Danny.
Yes, he's there.
Yeah.
He did go for a nap, but he's back. Pups
Well,
doesn't sleep very long.
well, I know it stinks. Especially when you're in pain. I get it. I totally get it. Sucks.
Hey, today is really tiring. I'm so tired today. I think I chose the worst weekend to decide to try and do this stream, but I'm doing well.
You look good. You look really good. You might
I'm
be
doing
drained,
okay.
but you look very good.
It's not so much the fact of if I look good, it's the fact of the way that
How you can perform.
how I'm feeling.
Right, honey.
So,
Right.
but like I said, I'm doing all right, and we've had some.
What happened?
Anonymous light, are you kidding me? This is going on till Monday.
What?
I've got 3.5 days of this.
Yeah.
And to be honest, I have barely slept for the last week and a half because I've been too busy talking and everything else. So for me, I'm absolutely tired. I am tired. Yeah, like obviously it's not for anything relevant at the minute. I'm just doing it to test, and to be honest, I've done it. It's now 9:51 in the evening, so I've done it for over 24 hours already. I think if I wasn't so fed up and feeling the way I was feeling and stuff like that, and I not feeling so tired, I think I would have probably done a lot better. Yeah, but in my dream book as well, it also indicated that's what I was saying though, Mittens, like that you've got to make a decision and a choice which would mean balance. So, but in the dream book, which is wrote by spiritual people that deal with dreams, they've said it's also a thing to do with having to choose between lovers. And like I said, it's not necessarily you, it could be somebody else. The symbol of a triangle does indicate balance as well. Yeah, it does. If you think like when you've got a scale, it's kind of in a triangular shape, and the line that goes above it will balance. So yeah, triangle is a sign of balance, but in dreams as well, it's something else. It can be something else as well. It's in the book.
Does Danny want to come up?
I don't know. I don't know what he's doing. Hello, Pam for Paranormal. How are you? Oh, I'm strong and I am surviving. I am. It's just difficult sometimes, you know what I mean? And like, don't get me wrong, I'm loving doing the streaming. I'm loving doing the streams, but I should have waited until I'd had more sleep. Literally, I only had like 3-4 hours sleep today, so
That's
I feel
it?
drained.
Oh my God. I need more sleep than that, otherwise I can't even function. Oh.
You know, I didn't sleep properly. I didn't go to bed till like 9 o'clock in the morning, and then I was up at 1.
Yeah, what time is it by you right now, honey?
It is nearly 10.
Okay, it's only 5 here. Almost 5. New Jersey. Okay. How many hours ahead are you from me?
5.
Okay. Keep on forgetting. Memory loss. Yeah, it's part of old age.
So all day everyone's been going, I'll understand if you cut the stream off. I'll understand, blah, blah, blah. But then I feel like I failed, even though I have done it for over 24 hours.
No, you
It
haven't.
would just mean that I'd have to do it again.
So you didn't fail.
I would have to do it again when I'm more with it. To be honest, I've got some really cool investigation stuff. I've done prayers and blessings and stuff today. Yesterday, we done the spell and stuff like that. We spoke paranormal stuff. Obviously, at the minute, we're sitting here and we're talking spiritual stuff. So, even if I just don't know what to do, because I'd feel really bad like cutting it off, because I said that I was going to be on for so long. But
hey, you do what you gotta do.
I'm not even fully recovered properly still yet. I still drain really easily, and
Don't get mad at yourself.
I don't want to not come back onto it. So even if I cut it off for today, I still want to come on tomorrow and do the other one that I was talking about.
Right.
Still want to do both lots of the streams, but it just means that hello Beast, welcome. When I'm gonna have to try and do it again, where I do the, instead of it being a 4-day thing, I want to do a 48-hour stream. That's all I want to do.
What, straight through?
No, when I do the fundraising thing, I'm wanting to do a 48-hour stream.
What, nonstop?
Yes.
Oh wow, that's not rough. Okay.
It's for a good cause though.
Yeah, I know. I'll be with you. Trust me, I'll figure out something. Figure it out.
I already know what I want to do.
Okay.
It is what I'm doing now, like getting people up, coming and talking and doing things and doing some really cool things with investigations, getting different people from different countries, maybe getting their spirit boxes and stuff on, giving the crowd like stuff to entertain. Hopefully by then we might be able to go out and go to places again. So we'll have more places that we can go to instead of just being stuck in a house.
That'd be nice. Definitely be nice. So that's when you feel a lot better, you know, more better, or a little bit much better.
I know,
You know what
I know, Anonymous. To be honest, I've not really heard from him. I don't know what's wrong with him at the minute. Bless him.
Who, honey?
Coughing.
I haven't seen him either. What's going on? Wasn't he there yesterday? During the day or something?
Don't know.
Wasn't he in chat yesterday? I could have sworn.
No, I don't think he was. He's not been into my chats. Not while I've been live.
Wow, really?
I don't know. I think he actually I think he did come in with Anonymous once. I'm sure he did.
I think he did, honey.
Only once though. It was only like for a brief, quick.
Right. I don't know. Hopefully he's okay. He's not ill or something. Oh, man. That's strange. To me, that's strange because he was always on your streams, right? I know he was there on whose stream was it? Chris's? Danny's? Somebody's stream he was on. I could have sworn he was on your stream yesterday, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Oh no. Maybe he'll come in soon. Hopefully.
Life is what you make it, Richard. Nobody can change or make your life better. Only you can. And, you know, when you have your card readings and you have things done and they tell you things to look out in, that's what you should do. You know, it's you that makes your pathway and your way of the right. And obviously helping yourself by being in communication with Mother Earth, Mother Nature, the Lord, believing in yourself more than anything is a start to things getting better.
It's very true.
You know what I mean? So it's what you make it. No one can make your life better. Only you can do that, Richard, by changing the things in your life that you're finding difficult and you feel that might be weighing you down, changing the way that you see and think about things, stuff like that, and help to uplift you, help you to see a clearer way. I'm not saying that your past is bad, but your past wasn't easy and it wasn't easy to live. You had a lot of troubles and worries, and like I said, there was a lot of where you didn't trust people and you've been betrayed and stuff like that.
That's happened to me too, my sister.
And I just feel that your life was quite challenging at times. I'm not saying that you've had the worst life, but you've not had the best or the easiest. And what I'm saying is that your life can only pan out the way that you want it to be. Are you doing cards? No, I'm not reading cards at the moment. I'm just saying how I pick up on things. To be honest, I'm too drained to be doing the cards at the minute. But I was meant to be doing this stream till Monday, but I am seriously considering not doing the full thing. Like, I want to do another investigation thing tonight, just have the camera running normal and stuff. But I don't know if I've got that. I don't know. Because I wanted to do the experiments and stuff, but I don't know if I should do that tomorrow. Or maybe do it all in tomorrow's one and just get some rest today. So, like, I could start in the morning, do the card readings and the prayers and the blessings and stuff, and then do the investigation thing at night and bring the experiments and stuff into that, as well as the noise bits. I've just said to you what I've just picked up on, that your life was difficult. You didn't trust. You've been betrayed. I'm obviously not going to sit there and be able to tell you every detail about your life. I'm just telling you the things that I pick up on. It's been challenging and hard. Like, you're a person that knows what you want and where you want to stand, but sometimes it's difficult for you to get there. And you get taken a lot by what other people think when you shouldn't. You know what I mean? You should be happy in yourself. It doesn't matter what other people think. You know? That's what I'm saying. It's called being real, mate. You know, you've got that person. Yes, anonymous. You've got different person, like, because of what you've been through and the way that you are. It would be like you've got two personalities, because one minute you could be very happy and everything seems like it's going your way, then the other part of you, you're down. You think that there is nothing that can help you. You're very in control and very much in your feelings, and you feel very much in your feelings, and you get hurt very easily. I have abilities and stuff, yeah. Exactly, we do. We do. None of us are the same. Because if we were, this world would be very boring and very weird. You know, we have got different matters of life. We've all had different experience. We've all been through different things, you know, and that's what makes us who we are today, you know. And I find that in a lot of things, when people have been through really bad things, just like myself, you do hold on so much to what you've gone through, and that can play a lot on how you are as a person in the now. Like, I'm a good person, I'm a loving person, and I'm caring, and I'll do whatever I can to make people happy. But I have a very negative look on things sometimes when it comes to certain things, because of what I've been through. And it's hard to turn away from that. And this is what I get from you as well. Like, it's difficult. You know, you try to balance and weigh out life and understand it, but sometimes it proves more harder than you want it to be. It does make us stronger, God, Mum. It does. It does. You know, what that what doesn't break us or kill us makes us stronger. That is the truth. It does. You know, what we go through and what we experience in life is what teaches us and learns us to be who we are. You know, and you know, if life was meant to be easy and simple, then there would be no point, would there? You know, so even though sometimes you feel like, oh, why does life have to be like this? Why can't it just be simple and be easy? The fact is, if it was simple and easy, it would be boring.
True.
Life is a journey. It's a journey. It's a way. And it's a lesson. That is what life is. Pups, what are you saying?
What's the matter?
Me sexy, LOL. K, I'm good. Oh dear.
He's so cute, isn't he?
He is making. I'm not.
I wish I could read chat. It stinks I can't see them.
Panther is laughing. Pups has just put LOL teasing. Life is a journey until the end. Life is a journey even when it ends. You still have a big journey to take when you pass many things you see and learn. Your life just changes and switches hands. You go from being a living being to being a being that lives in the spirit world. You still have things you have to do. You still have to prove yourself up there just as you do down here.
Yeah, very true.
You know, you do what you're meant to do down here, God will take you to heaven. But then your test happens up there as well, so that you can come back and restart a new life and do a new chapter for getting you closer to that rightful place where we can all go, where we'll never be in pain and have problems ever again. But to be able to go to that rightful and beautiful place, you've got to understand the significance of life and what it is and what is expected, you know. And I'll be the first to say I've made loads of mistakes in this life and in many other lives, and I know that I'm going to be coming back. But I know also that I've done a lot of work that will make them proud as well. So, you know, it's a balance. Life is balance.
Once I leave, I just hope I stay there with all my cats that I lost and all, you know.
Sweet, we've all got people in our families that we've lost that are around, and they're around you. It's just, you know, at the minute. Yes, they are. They are. I agree.
What's that,
They
hun?
are indeed. Our souls are in the balance.
Mm.
What do you mean, Richard? A lot of the stuff I pick up on is feelings and stuff. Yes, I see some of them, but I can't see every single spirit. I've always made it very clear that I'm not fully open, but I do get a male figure that may have been an uncle or a father. I'm getting a grandmother presence. I do feel family, like I said, around you. I'm also feeling a presence of a child. I don't know if it's a child of yours or a child of one of your relatives, but I'm seeing a male, a young male child. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm so sorry.
Bless you.
It's not so much that with me, it's more the feelings. And yeah, I see, but I don't see them all in full length. It's like I hear of some things that they say, but not everything. You know, I mean, everybody's abilities are different. See, my advanced abilities is channeling, and picking up on feelings and emotions and stuff. That's where my best part is, and obviously my card readings and stuff like that. I have the other abilities as well, but at the moment, all of myself and how I've been is off key at the minute because I haven't been in the most positive places. I ain't going to put myself at risk.
No.
I've just said, Richard, to you that I don't really pick up on much of them talking. It's more seeing and feeling. I've always made that very clear that I don't really take the names of spirits because they're not always honest in what they say either anyway. If they don't want you to know something, they'll tell you a completely different name. So it's more I pick up on what they've gone through, how they might have died, how they're feeling at the time, certain little messages they might want to give. That's good. Empowering up is good. Through the sun. Yeah, you can empower through the sun, you empower through the moon.
Ew.
Yeah, no, see, today, like today, it's been really warm here, and I don't know why, but energy has just been off all day. Like, it's just felt funny. And I think I've overworked myself doing all this streaming stuff and whatever. No, you're not in danger, Richard. You've just got to learn that not everything in life is bad, and that some of the things that you think are bad are actually things that you're going to learn from. So you're not in danger. You've just got to be able to find yourself more and understand yourself more and realize that life isn't supposed to be easy and it's not handed to you easily either. So you have to work at everything in life for things to work out right.
Very true.
You know, just be very wary and very conscious of people around you. Just be curious and be careful of people around. Why would you want to give up? Life's not given to you to be just to give up, is it now, Richard? That is not what I'm saying. Why should you give up? No, you don't give up. You keep fighting. Life is given to you for a purpose. You might not feel that life is fair to you, but life is fair. Okay? And you're learning. Yeah, but I don't find that a joking thing. I don't find things like that a joking thing, especially with work that I do. And the fact that I've lost people to things like that, you know, it's not a joke.
I lost my child.
Life is very, very,
great
very,
job. She had a car, her own house.
Job. I'm not being funny, but it's very important. Life is given to you for a reason.
Fragile. Life is fragile. You never know what's going to happen.
It's special and it's important, and you should embrace all that you are. None of us have easy lives. None of us had lives where everything's gone to plan. We've all had something in our life that's happened that's made us see from a different way. It's how you choose to take that on. It's how you choose to see that. And, you know, yeah, for some people, their way of dealing with it is the way out. And a lot of them you'll see through the spirit boxes and through communication with them that they regret it. They regret doing that. But at the time, that's what felt right, you know. I mean, that's why I'm really big on it, and that's why I talk to so many people that get like that, because I do care about other people's lives. You don't have to go, Richard. I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying that life is more valuable than that. Is what I'm saying.
We're not mad at you, Richard.
Embrace what you are and embrace what you do. You have to work hard for things to be right. That's how life is.
Yeah. Yep. I've been through a lot of hell in my life.
We all have.
Yeah. See? So, Richard, you're not alone.
Welcome back, pups.
Hey, Danny.
You know, I'm just very passionate about stuff like this, you know what I mean? Like, if I could have had the chance to speak to, like, my uncle and my cousin and people like that when they done that, then it might be different now, but I didn't. And that's why I'm so passionate in what it is now. And the fact that I've gone through things myself where I've tried doing these very things. And if anything, it's woke me up to who I really am. And it's made me cherish and love life even more, which is why I'm so into how I am now, because it saved me. And I have come to learn a lesson that life is valuable and life is important, and so's the people that are in it. And that's spiritually touched and that's life touched. That's what these reactions are. You will get there. I've always got it, Fat 7. I've never needed to look at it any other way. I've always got life. It's just at times things in life overclouded my judgment and swayed me away from who I really was, and that made me in a negative place, in a place where I didn't really love myself very much. And you know, I still have my odd little struggles with that even now, but I have learned the value of life. I've learned that I'm the person I am because I was chosen to be, and that every life is special and important. And that's why I do what I do. You know, there's still a lot of stuff that I'm learning and I'm finding out, but I'm there. Yeah, you do. But I've had some pretty hardcore struggles in my life. I've had some situations that have put me into some very dark places and places where I was lost, alone,
Sounds like it.
and didn't trust. You know, and it's hard to get away from that.
Yeah, I don't trust just anyone. You know. And I don't give my heart out to people that I don't know.
You know, for me, a lot of the time I feel that I fight for my life every day. I fight for who I am every day. And what keeps me strong and keeps me positive and keeps me in that way is having the love of the Lord and the divine and my protectors and stuff. I've been through a lot. You know, some of the things that I've experienced and I've gone through and seen in life, some people probably wouldn't be stood here now talking about it because it would have been too much. But for some reason, that strength's always been there. And the fact of wanting to give up has never been an option, and it's never been allowed. So okay, pups. But you know, I'm happy with who I am. I'm happy with what I do, the person I am. You know, I am straight up. I'm honest. I'll be how I am to everybody. And I have always been an outspoken person. And if you speak something and I don't like that, I will tell you. It's just how I am. Because I care.
Exactly. You're not trying to be mean. You're just telling them how
No,
it is.
definitely not trying to be mean. I'm not a mean person. I just
That's why I give my heart.
I know that life can be hard at times, and I know that it's difficult, and I'm not judging people for feeling like that at all whatsoever. I'm not, but all I'm trying to point out that, you know, value life.
Right.
Value life.
We only have one chance here.
But you only have one chance in this life, yes. Just forward, exactly. You have to go forward. That is what life is. Life is a path. Life is a way, and life is a lesson. That's what you have to learn.
I've been through a lot, Richard. Trust us. Me and my sister both have been through a lot.
Always forward.
We had different journeys, but we
say that again, Pup. Sorry, I didn't hear you.
Jenny, sweetheart.
Hello. Yeah, just forward. All you gotta do is keep moving forward. You know.
Exactly. Yes.
What we can do.
Well, yeah, dear, what you're saying about fighting every day just to be who you are. I mean, that is especially for anyone who has abilities. Okay. Whether it's a seer, whether it's someone that feels things, whether it's an empath, you know, no matter what your gifts are, you have to fight every day because there's only a certain amount of people that do it. So you got to fight to be strong. And I'll tell you, for years and years, As you know, I've been doing this 51 years now, and the first, I guess, 35 years or so, basically it was back alleys and backdoor coming to people and helping people. It was all hush hush, you know.
Yeah.
We had our inner circle. We it was a lot of cloak and dagger getting past everybody because whenever you mentioned even spiritual stuff, they'd want to lock you up. I mean, it was bad back then,
Oh yeah, like we're psychotic.
Yeah.
I know.
you know.
Right. That's
And
why I can only trust you. You too. And
now
Chris,
today, in
my
today's
father
world,
didn't come
it's
back.
a lot more open. Like it's a lot more. It's become a kitchen name. Paranormal's become a lot more accepted, but it's still rough with people that are negative to it or people that don't believe in it. They're still as
No, my parents would just think I'm nuts.
they're still
They
as
would.
mean as they ever were, you know. But the
I
ones
told
that
them about what happened with my Aunt Kate and that smell of Rory. They'd be like, "What?" They think I won't lost my mind if I told
yeah,
them that.
but
You
the
know.
ones that accept it now are a lot better towards it. Eh? And so yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to fight forever until it becomes more common. But like I say, over the last 51 years, I've seen a lot of changes in the paranormal, and it is getting a lot better than what it was. But it's still got a
Oh yeah.
long way to go, you know.
I love you,
Yeah,
Danny.
see, yeah, when I said that my struggle, like I struggle every day. Yeah, I do struggle every day to fight with my abilities and things like that. I do, but my fight every day isn't to do with my paranormal. Now. My fight every day is my daily life.
Well, yeah,
You know, I live in a life and in a way that I don't want to live.
yep,
I'm not happy. I feel trapped. Um, I feel that a lot of things have been done towards me that shouldn't have been done. That is even losing my kids. I've had a lot of upheaval put towards me, even though I've always done a lifelong line of goodness. That is how I've always been, you know. And sometimes in life, it does make me sit there and think, "But why am I always being punished for being so nice? Why
yep,
do I have to lose all the things and go through the things I've gone through?" And still be expected to be strong for everybody else.
exactly.
And sometimes I fight really badly with the Lord and the divine sometimes, and I'm like you do this, you make me do all this stuff, but you keep taking everything from me. And am I in a happy relationship? Am I with someone that loves me? No, I've been with men that have beat me around and treated me like a piece of crap. Then I've had my kids took off me and stuff like that. I've been through sexual assaults. I've been through so much. Yes, in value of life now, I know that the things that I've gone through, they didn't want that for me. And I know that I didn't deserve that. But through going through that lesson, I'm able to help others. And that's how I've learned to deal with it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But I haven't dealt with it fully. I don't think I ever will fully be able to deal with it because I have my psychological problems because of what I've gone through.
well, yeah, and that's
I mean,
exactly right. Like even you know, I can relate to what you're talking about.
Exactly.
Like
betrayal of friends and family, the very
yeah,
people that you're supposed to be able to trust and rely on.
yeah,
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
and on top and with that, like I've had to do some damn distasteful things for Queen and Country and you know everything else. There is a lot of times where I think, what the hell is it all about? You know, I try to do my best and I end up in this shithole. You know that type of stuff.
Yeah, and I get you completely, Pups, because you do sit there and think, well, hang on a minute, I give my heart, my soul into everything that I am and I do for you. Why can't you just give me one thing back that I want? And you know, the only like obviously my dream would be to be in a happy relationship and be a wife, yeah, and have my kids. That's
Yeah.
what I want. I want to be able and to be able to still be, you know, with Mother Earth and Mother Nature and still be who I am. Do you know what I mean? But at the minute, I'm only living half of what I want to be. The
Yeah,
other half is the other half's missing. It has been for years and years.
yeah, I understand
Do you know
that.
what I mean?
Well,
And then like when people go, why have you tried taking your life? Why have you tried doing that? I said, you try living a life, yeah, where, you know, when people talk about hauntings and hearing voices and ghosts and stuff like that, yeah, I hear that on a regular basis, but not just from spirits. I could be in my house, walking around my house, and I can hear my son and my daughter's voices calling me, even though they don't live with me. That's haunting as well.
Yeah.
I am plagued every day.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Like my place, I've
But
got
I'm not plagued. I'm not plagued. That's wrong to say that. I'm not plagued. I'm just troubled by it.
bombarded.
You know what I mean?
You're not plagued, you're bombarded.
I'm troubled.
Yeah.
It upsets me. It gets to me because I care. I do care.
Well, that's like my place. You know, I got 2 ley lines under my house, and I got a timeline that goes right through my house. So,
Yeah.
you know, it's 24/7, nonstop.
Yeah.
It does. Plague is actually a good word, but not meant in a bad sense. It's
Yeah, no, I didn't mean it in a bad sense. I meant plagued as in like you're never left and it's always there as a reminder because it's something that's relevant. That's what I meant by the plague. Not that it's bad, it's going to take you out, but
yeah, it's constant. Just
constant reminder.
Yeah, and but that's unfortunately that's part of who you are too, though. You know.
Exactly. Is your home haunted by people that are not your family? Yes, I have family members that come and see me, and I also have spirit people that I have never met in my life that come here just because there's something in me that they like and feel safe around. So I get a lot of spiritual energy come here. A lot of my spiritual energy are children and children that have been through abuse and things like that.
Yeah, there's a thing in the spirit world called commonality.
Yeah.
Where if a spirit has got a lot in common with you, they will come to you first. It's a recognition that the spirits have. If they recognize parts of your past and their past, they feel comfortable to come to that person. So a lot of times spirits will go to certain people on purpose because they can relate to that person. So
exactly, and that's why I get a lot of children, and I don't mean just little girls. I get girls and boys. I get both turn up here, yeah, and like they call me mummy, yeah, and that and even though they're not alive anymore, they're still very much like having your kids around. You know what I mean? It is a daily basis.
Hey, Tony.
Job. I have to make sure that they're happy. They're okay. Talk to them when they're upset. No different to what you do with your real life children. You know what I mean? They're still kids. They still need love and attention, and they call me mummy. Sometimes you'll hear it on the spirit box. So who's your mummy? They'll say my adoptive mummy, my spirit adoptive mummy, because I adopt spirit children. Because they come to me, and even though I send them back to go and be in the right place and the right light and to be in the right, they come back. Even though I send them over, make sure they're safe, they come back. They always do. They don't leave. Yeah. Because I've got that motherly instinct. I've got that love that some of them are craved to have, and they like that. You know what I mean? So they come here, and I have adult spirits that do it. I have adult spirits that come to me just to have a cuddle because apparently my cuddle helps them to feel.
How's my beloved Aunt Kate come to you, Sherry?
I couldn't say, sweetheart. I get so many visitors. I get so many.
Danny,
I'm sure she has gone through. She's gone through and visited, but
yeah, she comes here quite a bit.
I like that. Thank you.
She's definitely around.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You know, like I have a lot of children's spirit, but I do get adult spirits as well. But more with the adult spirits, they like me because I've got a mind and a body that is open, and I'll speak to them however they want me to speak to them and stuff like that. And that's what they like. That, you know, I don't treat them no different to how I would treat them when they're alive, and that's why I've got so much respect with the spirit world. Because I don't treat them like a circus act and like they're something to play around with and get really big from. I see them as people. That is what they are. They're people. Respect them.
Yeah, a lot of my YouTubians, family members that have passed on come here. I got lots of them.
It's snowing, Mom. It's snowing. Well, I guess it's snowing. Oh. All right. Sorry about that.
Could you say that again, Pub? Sorry, I didn't hear you.
I said a lot of my YouTubians' families who's passed on come here.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, and I do have some of my family around, and that's the thing as well. Like when you've got the abilities and stuff like that, like when you're missing the people that you love very much and those that had an influence on your life and made you the person you are, it's really hard when you're without them. So sometimes when you see them in spirit form, it's so hard because you want them to be there physically.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you don't want them to come here and then go and come back. You want them to be with you all the time. Like I get that all the time. Like when I see my auntie and that, I was really close to my auntie when I was young and stuff. And when she passed away, it broke me. And I didn't see her for years and years and years. She didn't show herself to me because she knew the state I'd get in. And it's only been in the last 6 or 7 years where she started to turn up and show herself to me and that. And even now, it's still like walking on eggshells because we're still very timid with each other in that way because she misses me and my family and we miss her. You know what I mean? So we're very careful with how we are around each other, but we are starting to get better at that. It's more me than her. She's worried about how it's going to affect me. But, you know, it's got to that point now where I would rather have, I'd rather have her here than not have her at all.
Yeah. Well, you know how I deal with it.
I mean,
I've learned to deal with it by saying, "Oh, you're going back to college? Okay, I'll see you after."
yeah, I just like I say to them now, oh, you're going home, you're going out to chill and that, and they go, yeah, you know, that we try to act as normal as possible, you know what I mean? And I don't try and look at it, oh, you're going to heaven, you know, you're going to be back probably in a few days or something, you know what I mean? I try to treat it like they're still here.
Oh, that's a sun child. That's cool.
Physically, you know what I mean? They're still here physically. Like they're just going home, you know, going to see you in a couple of days like I would have when they're alive, you know what I mean? So it is getting easier to bear with, but having abilities you see and feel so much, and it does affect you.
Oh, of course it does.
Some of the situations and the things that you see get to you. They pull on your heart.
Oh yeah, big time.
Big time. They mess with your head sometimes as well, especially when it's really bad cases and when you can feel what they feel as well as picking that up. It's hard to do. It is hard to do. And the thing with me is I wasn't given the opportunity if I wanted the ability or not. I had it and I had to deal with it. I had to learn to deal with it. Like where some people they open later in life, or some people are open but can close themselves to it. I tried everything I could to try and close me, and it did not happen because it weren't meant to.
Well, you come by it honestly, dear.
No, exactly.
Your father had the same problem. I didn't have a choice either.
Like a lot of people said, oh well, we chose to be that way. I wasn't given that. I wasn't given that opportunity.
No choice.
It's like you've got it, like it, or lump it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like sort of thing. You know what I mean? Okay, well, it's either we're going to ride with the waves and just take it, or just sit with a doomed life for the rest of your life. That's how I looked at it at first. That I was doomed. Something was wrong with me because I could see things that others couldn't. But then I learned to love it, and now it's my passion. It's my way.
Yeah. At first, it's like, am I going to go to the nut house?
Yeah, that was what, and obviously being 36, I'm a lot younger than you, Papa. But even at 36, when I was young, even then, it was the paranormal was only just starting to be known, and the programs started to come out on TV, like Strange But True and stuff like that. The very first paranormal programs where you'd have all these weird encounters and stuff. Even though I'd been seeing things way before then, it was only when I see those programs and then the books and everything else that I learned what I was.
Yeah.
And I kept what I was very secret because even back then, it wasn't as heard of.
Yeah, well,
a lot of it wasn't spoke of.
It's only been the last 15 years that it's become, you know, not Satan worship, you know. Like it went from when I started, it was considered to be Satan worship.
Mama.
You were a Satanist, you know. You were a Satan worshiper when I started.
That's why I never spoke about it, because I didn't want to be told that I'm evil and that I mess with the devil, because I do not do that at all. I don't mess with the devil.
And then it became, you're nuts. It went from you're a Satan worshiper to you've lost your bloody marbles, you know.
Yeah.
And now,
And then like, and it hurts. It does hurt. And like when people like, because obviously I was different when I was young. I was different to other kids. I was quiet. Like I only had a very small network that I hanged with and I trusted. I was a lot of the time I was on my own. And it wasn't because I was a loner. I just liked being on my own. I liked being around spirit. And growing up, they were my best friends.
yeah. Me too.
You know, when I first started out with them, they scared the hell out of me. I didn't like them. I didn't want them around me. I was young. I was scared. They would do whatever they could to torment me and to make me realise that they weren't going anywhere. And then I thought, well, it's either I listen to the guides and the ones that I do listen to, let them help me and me embrace this, or just keep going this way. And then when I did embrace myself and open myself to them more, I never looked back. It was the best thing that I did. You know what I mean? The best thing in the world that I did. But at school, I was different. Like it'd be a hot summer's day. I'd be sat there with a coat on because I'm cold, because I'd feel them constantly. I wasn't like other kids.
Yeah.
I wasn't. I was different. You know what I mean? People liked me. I just didn't want to socialise.
Yep.
That's what I was like. I only had, like I said, I had so many friends. That's it. And I've had so many friends come in my life, but the ones that have come in my life when I left school and that were people that you don't want as friends. But then I've got my lifelong friends, which were my friends from school, and that, you know what I mean, which I still have. But some of them live a long way. But I could count my best friends on one hand. That in the end, because I'm a loner or because I weren't popular, it's because I just did not want the hassle of living people. I only liked the spirit.
Yeah.
So I've always been.
Oh, I agree. I'm right with you on that one. Took a long time.
Don't get me wrong. Don't look at us wrong and think, oh my God, they don't like us. We love you guys. That's not what we're saying. What we're saying is we find it easier to get on with the spirit people than we do with living.
Well, yeah.
Obviously, like your friends and your family, that's different. Of course, you're going to get on with your friends and family, and you guys are family. So we're not on about you. We're just saying in general life. When I was at school, I wasn't a loner, but I like to be known as being a loner because I didn't want to be socialised with people that bitch and cause problems and have trouble and all this stuff. I wanted to be away from that.
The other problem with it that I had was when I'm in a group of people, they're so noisy. They just don't shut up. And even when they're not talking, they won't shut up.
That as well, a lot I did, and that used to affect me a lot. I would hear a lot of what people were thinking or feeling, and I used to think, oh my God, I don't want you around me. Like, go away. What are you saying? And then their mouths are not actually moving. It's just what you're picking up. You know what I mean? It's nuts. And abilities and stuff can do so much to you guys. They make you see so much as well.
Yeah,
and it can be testing at times.
Like I've been, they have the school when I was young. I didn't even realize it, but they have the school where this class where everybody's in the auditorium and there's a speaker. I don't know what they call that, and someone's talking. Where all the people get together and then they're talking up at the stand. And I'm like thinking to myself,
oh, you're on about the assemblies?
Yes, assembly, yes.
Assemblies, that's it.
And I'm thinking to myself, would you people please shut up? I can't hear the guy talking, right? And then,
but then nobody would be talking, would they? That's the thing. Like they'd all be sat there listening, and like you'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah, and I start looking.
What are you saying? And then you're like, oh.
Nobody's lips are moving, right?
No, exactly. And then you're like, oh my God, like.
I was like,
I want to get out of this room. They're doing my head in. I used to always make excuses when it got too much for me. I'd say, sir, I've got a bellyache. I need to go to the toilet, just to get away.
Yeah, not me.
You know what I mean?
I always told my teachers and whoever else, I'd say, my good side is happy, but my other side is thinking about taking a fork and stabbing people. So I'm going to leave now.
Yeah, so I'm sure they would let you out the room if you're feeling like that. But yeah,
Yeah.
that's how it was.
But they,
No, I didn't go to school in, excuse me, I didn't go to school in London, no, sweetheart. I went to school in Bedfordshire.
well, you got to remember, I grew up basically 33 miles in the bush. There was no people around except for when I went to school, right?
Yeah,
So I didn't really deal with a lot of people. So I'd just say what's on my mind. I'd say something like, these people are really driving me nuts, teach. I'm going to start stabbing with my fork if I don't leave. And the teacher would laugh, say, get out of here, And I never realized at that time until I got like in a higher grade that was an inappropriate comment. I was just being honest.
I was godmum. See, godmum, like my godmum is actually my godmum. Like when I was christened, she was my godmum, and she knows my mum very well. And even she'll say I was a very quiet kid. Like, yeah, I had my moments, and my mum said I was a bit of a madam at times. Yeah, I could probably say I probably was. Yeah, but I was different. I didn't hang around with lots of people, and I'm very weary of people. And like I said, I would sit constantly with a coat on. I was quiet, and I liked my own company, but it wasn't my own company. I was with them.
Yeah.
You know
Well,
what I mean? But to them, I just liked being on my own.
a lot of times when I was younger, because you couldn't mention ghosts, you couldn't mention spirits or anything. So I'd be walking along talking to a spirit, and having a good conversation. And someone say, "You talking to yourself?" And I'd say, "Yep." And they say, "Well, why are you
Yeah,
talking to yourself?" And I'd say something like, "Well, I want an intelligent conversation," so, or at least, or else I can
exactly.
argue with myself.
Like I would never ever let on to them that I was talking to spirit or anything like that, because I knew that a lot of them would look at me like I was some sort of weirdo. But yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I spoke to them a lot, and like you, Pubs. Yeah, no, I didn't say that I'm talking to myself, but I'd just say, "Oh, I'm just sitting here thinking, got
Okay.
some problems, got things going on." Oh, what? I heard you mumbling. Oh no, I was singing.
Michelle's in the
I'd
backstage.
make excuses, you know what I mean? Because I didn't feel comfortable with people knowing about that about me. Because I don't like people's reactions. I don't like how they
Hey,
act
sweetheart.
sometimes.
Yeah, me too.
This is
You
my
know what I mean?
fam. I love you.
And when it's something that you're so passionate about and something that you love so much, you don't want to hear people mocking them.
No.
You know what I mean? So you protect them by not saying anything. You know what I mean? So
Yeah, it's just I'm really glad to be still doing this today because, like I say, it's changed so much that um, it's starting to. Well, it's night and day compared to what it was to what it is now, even 15 years ago. You know. Um,
exactly. At least now you've got less worry about somebody turning up with a white van to take you off because you're
yeah.
talking about a spirit. It's less known of now.
Well,
You know what I mean?
I purposely was talking about it because I had to go see a counselor about my PTSD. So I started talking about spirits and stuff. And the counselor
Uh-oh.
was right interested in saying, "Oh yeah, that's a possibility and stuff." So even the psychiatrists have changed their way of looking at it. They're now looking at it like it's a religion rather than it's like
Crazy.
you're nuts, right?
Yeah,
Exactly. And I've had psychology and stuff, and my psychologists know that I see things. I've told her, I've been open and straight with that, and she is really cool. And she actually does believe in that side of things. She goes, "I wouldn't say that you're crazy. You're not crazy at all, Sherry. You've just got a few problems that you've had in your life that makes things a bit difficult, but you're very much there in your head." She goes, "I've got no concern that you're going crazy or anything." I'm like, "I'm not going crazy. It's real. I've had it since I'm a kid." And she goes, "I believe in it. I've actually had experiences." I even had to
I
tell my
have to
social
tell you
worker about
something
it,
what
and my
happened this
social worker
morning.
actually judged me one day on it, saying, "Well, she's obviously clearly not well," and stuff like this, until she came round to my house. And we were sitting here on this sofa, and she's sitting there, and we was talking about my son, and I was pregnant with my daughter, and we're talking away. She goes, so what makes you think that you can see spirits? And so I said, what makes you think that I think I can see spirits? I said, I do. And I feel them as well and hear them sometimes and stuff. And she was like, don't you think that maybe that's in your mind because of your psychological problems? I said, you're judging what I can do because of the fact of what other people have put me through. I'm not stupid. I know the difference between my mental health and when I'm communicating with a spirit. Now,
My
she wasn't
sister,
much of a believer
Sherry.
until she was in my flat and she was sitting there and I'm pregnant and she said something, and Aura, yeah, there was this incense thing on the table. Yeah, I'm sat there and I see Aura coming, but I didn't say anything. I just grinned. She goes, what are you grinning at? The thing come off the table and onto the floor. That woman, that social worker, ran out the door.
Mm-hmm.
She had to stand outside for about 10 minutes to calm down. Then she come back in and she was looking all around everywhere. And I'm like, it won't hurt you. She's like, why did it do that? I said, because you're in my house and you're judging me on something I actually can do. That is one of my protectors. And she's like, oh, so I upset it. I said, yeah, you did. Because you're saying that they're not real. That is in my head. I said, what have you just seen there? What did that? Was that my mind? Was that my mind that flew that off the unit? No, I physically actually see that happen.
Yeah.
My sweet sis,
You know what I
Sherry.
mean? But don't, and I
Sherry.
said to her, don't ever be so closed-minded and believe that the world is just one thing. There is a lot more than what you've got in your head.
Sherry
Yeah.
and Danny, I had like a whisper in my ear when I woke up in the afternoon or morning, whatever, morning for me. Anyway, it was weird because I never got that. I never had a whisper in my ear and it said, God is not real. And I'm like, what the hell?
That's not that like
That
there's a
came from
difference
the
between
devil,
when
dude.
spirits talk to you and when it's your mind telling you something. You know what I
I'm
mean?
like,
Like
why do
when
you
you're
say God?
psychologically unwell and psychologically got problems, your body and your mind will tell you things that are not actually there. It'll tell you things to not believe in. It'll tell you that you're worthless, that nobody
I'm like,
loves
am
you.
I
It
turning
makes you think
schizophrenic?
in very negative ways. That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. You learn the difference
horrible.
between when you're having a breakdown and when you're actually communicating with your spirit people.
And
Yeah.
I'm like, that's
And
not
it's like my
true.
godmum
I
saying
felt like I
here,
was talking to
my
myself.
godmum said Sherry's always been different, even at a christening.
Well, it could
When
be.
she defo, but she used to sit on her own, even at the christening. You were, hun. All she wanted to do was go home that day. I
It,
didn't like being around people. I didn't like it.
well, actually, it could be a spirit that whispered to your ear. I mean, it could be
I
someone.
didn't like that though. It
Yeah.
scared
Well,
me. I'm like,
don't worry, it'll be gone anyway. But like if it, like you say, you have troubles with your uncle or whatever. Well, say your uncle's
yeah,
there,
he passed away.
they're gonna, he would do something like that just to unnerve
Pissed
you,
me
right?
off
Well, he's
because I
hurt
couldn't
you. He's
touch
hurt.
him.
Mind your language, please.
Oh, that's a bad word? I'm sorry. It upset me.
No,
I
like
just want to like put out my
literally,
juice
like
when I
what Pups
had
just
that
said to you.
feeling he
It
was
could be
there.
that we think he's already hurt you before. So the best
Yeah,
way to
he
get to
did.
you now is say, well, all the things that you'll believe in me, Michelle, ain't real because you're crazy. It's him playing with your mind. He's trying to
That's what
make
I
you think
think. Yeah,
something's wrong. You
I
just
know.
have to choose to not listen to it. You're
yeah.
the one
I
in
know.
control.
Yeah, that's what I tried to do, honey. And I went out for a cigarette early this morning because of it. I'm like, I just gotta
Yep,
unwind.
exactly, Godmum. I did. I even
No,
see an orb go up in front of my face in my godmum's living room. I did.
really.
Yeah.
When
That's
you see it on my
interesting.
videos sometimes, when I'm sitting there and I'm watching and I'm not looking at the camera, you'll see orbs coming out and you'll see me following where they're moving because I can see them.
Right,
Not all of them, but I can see some of the orbs.
right.
You'll see me looking in the area where it comes out and you'll see me following it as it's
Okay.
moving. Do you know what I mean?
Mm.
So,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. Just know
well, that
sometimes.
isn't actually my name. Sherry is not my name. It's Sherry Ann. That is my real name. And
What is this, sweetheart?
it was given to me by my mama. I don't know how
Sherry
it
Ann?
came about. I don't know how it came about, but it's what my mum chose to call me. So
What, Sherry Ann?
I call it. I shorten it to Sherry because I prefer that. But my real name is Sherry Ann.
Sherry Ann.
Yeah.
I like both. Both are cool. Wow, that is a long
Are
name.
dreams real, hun? Yes, some dreams are real.
Yeah,
But,
some of them are.
you know, sometimes your dreams are just signs and messages to you about something. You know what I mean? That's why you've got your dream books and stuff like that. Because when you dream and you see specific things in a dream, it's normally because they're trying to tell you something.
Yeah, in our
I mean,
our belief, in our tree, our life tree, we believe that dreams are when spirits, not all dreams, but dreams can be spirits that are coming to you to tell you things or to warn you of an event that's going to happen that you can still change.
But not all of the dreams are real. And not all dreams are portrayed the way that you think. Like a lot of people, if they have a dream about death, they think that they're going to die. And it don't necessarily mean that they're going to die. It means it could be a death of an old way to make a new. There's so many different ways to way things are looked at. It's like when people get the death card in a card and they're like, oh my God, that's really bad. That means somebody in my family's going to die or I'm going to, and it don't. It means the death of an old you to make the new you, or a death of an old thing you're doing to make a new project or a new way of life. Or, you know, it's not necessarily doomed.
I had a dream when I was a kid. I was sleeping for a little while and about my great grandmother Bobsy. She was 98 or whatever, and that she was going to pass away. And then when I heard the phone ring, I knew the phone was going to ring, and I knew it was about my great grandmother Bobsy, and she did end up passing away.
Yeah.
But I haven't had one of those in a long time.
Yeah, that's a premonition dream. But
premonition, where you see them as it happens. Richard, what do you mean? Are you friend look out for your friends on here, Sherry?
Yes,
what does that mean? I'm confused.
Family. Unless you're trying to hurt us. Being a troll.
Yeah,
no. Not Richard.
Not Richard. No, Richard's
good. Okay. Yeah,
for family. Are you saying, Sherry, you always look out for your friends on here? Is that what you're saying? Because that didn't make sense.
She does.
Because if that's the case, then I do, yeah. You followed up to the
Sherry for a long time.
What's a rough,
I think you're a friend and you look out for your friends.
Yeah, she does, She's my sister.
Well, I do care about
guys. My dad's here, so I'll talk to you later.
Okay, pups, love you.
Love you. Blessings.
Honey. Love
Blessings to you as well. Bye to Grandpa.
Bye, Danny.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
See you later.
Bye, sweetheart. Good night, honey. Aw, I love Danny. He's such a sweetheart. He's in my age group, you know. I'm 49. My two guy friends, my friend Danny Furia, he's 57. My other friend is 56. I really have a small circle, my sis. But I don't mind it small. Sometimes it's better that way. And I love my fam here. You guys are more of a fam than my own family, to be honest, because I'm always shut out. My Aunt Kate was the same way. They always shut her out, too. What's Venus? What's this?
God, Mama, you know stuff and you've not told me stuff. So what are you talking about? Because I'm getting very confused. You followed up to the Roth. What's that? God, Mama? Nobody else has ever been honest with me in my life.
Nobody's been
understood
honest.
me properly, you know what I mean? So when we meet, I think we need to have a little chat. Because I would like to know, like, I remember some things about when I was young, but I don't remember everything. And it'd be interesting to see from somebody's point of view that was around me quite a lot when I was little. And, you know,
I know.
Oh my God, that's all I'm saying. My God, Mum's just put, so she's probably let out more than she should have.
Oops. I know I put out more before. I wanted to talk to you privately about what was going on, but I couldn't control it. I had to tell you right then and there.
That's fine, but now it's been
Yeah.
settled and we've told you how to
Yeah.
be and what to
Thank
do.
you,
You
sweetheart.
just got to
Yeah.
stay in control, sweetheart. Remember that you're always in control of yourself. They're not in control of you.
Amen. Amen,
Don't
my
show
sweet
them
thing.
fear. Then they can never win.
Oh, Rory would love that. Oh.
Yeah, well, don't give him the
Mm.
satisfaction. You're not going to give him that satisfaction. Why should
I
you be
can't
scared
beat
of
the
him? He's
crap
not in
out of him.
He's not in physical body anymore. What can he
No,
do?
he's not.
So don't fear him. All he can do is give you a couple of nasty words to scare you. Well, good luck on that,
Right.
mate. You know what I mean?
Such a jerk. I hate him.
Just don't,
Kate better
like I
stay
said
away
to you
from him.
earlier, it's time for you to let go of your past and all the things that are negative and start looking at a more positive view. Those people are
But I
not here
do
to
love
hurt you.
Kate.
They're not here anymore. So move
You
away
know,
from that side. Yeah,
my
your
sweet
pain
sister,
and your
right?
illnesses, that
Sis,
can't be helped. You're unwell. That can't be helped. But all the other side of it can.
I do miss and love my Aunt Kate. You know that.
Okay, Godmama. No, I know you do, and that I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying, I'm not telling you that. What I'm saying, you need to. I'm not telling you that you need to take the fact that you're ill and that it's gonna. You need to just like accept it. I'm not talking about your illnesses and that. I'm talking about everything
Right.
else, the things that people have done to you, the way you've been treated, the way that you
I've been treated
felt.
like shit all life.
Don't let that negativity get to you anymore. It's not there anymore to get to you. They can't do anything to you anymore. So it's time for you to not so much that you let go, because you don't. You'll never forget, but accept and move on.
Yeah, that's a hard thing.
That's
I
the
know it's
way to
easier
help.
said than done, but
How can you
yeah, you're
help
right.
yourself if you won't move on? I'm not
You're
saying
right.
that you should not feel how you feel. I feel hurt and pain every day of my life, Michelle. But I have come
hear
to the
you.
understanding that I will not let the people that hurt me keep bringing me down. I get up, I keep going. You move forward. They're not in control of you no more. Okay? You are in
you're a
control of you.
blessing to me.
I'm a blessing to everybody, sweetheart. People just don't realise it. You are special. He is not. And that's what you've got to remember.
Thank you.
Don't live in your past. Go to the future.
But there's not really a bright future ahead. I know it.
See,
But
you're doing it again.
I know that's
Negativity. How do you
negative.
know there's not going to be a bright future, Misha? How do you know?
Because I've
How
been
do you know
dealing with
something
this for over
cool and
8
good is
years.
not going to happen?
Because I've been dealing with it for over 8 years ever since I really got sick.
No. This is excuses, Misha. Misha, this is excuses. We're not on about your illness. Your illness, okay,
But
is
I'm
never going to get
disabled,
better.
Honey.
It's never going to
I'm
get better. So am
disabled
I.
and
So am I.
bedridden.
But I'm still living my life. I'm disabled, but I'm still living my life. Listen to me. What I'm saying. I'm not on about your illnesses. I'm on about the rest of your life. The stuff that people have done to you. Let go of that.
It's so hard, though. How do I do it?
I know it's hard by trying, Michelle, by telling yourself every day that I am special, I am important, I am strong, and you don't break me.
Okay.
Make yourself feel worthy and strong because you deserve it. Why keep putting yourself down because of some nasty person that done something to you?
Because I've always been
because you're a valuable and special person, Michelle. So do not let them do that to you. You look yourself in that mirror, despite how you feel, and you go, I am beautiful, I am strong, and you cannot break me.
Right. Okay.
Because you are. No matter how much you think you're not strong, you are strong because you are still here.
That's very true.
So live away from the negativity and bring the positivity into your life. If you hold on to your past and the stuff that you've gone through, you're never going to move forward, are you? If you're going to be scared of what other people have done to you, you're never going to move forward, are you? Yes, I'm like you, Misha. I still have my doubts. I have my insecurities. I have my pain. Yes, I
You're
do.
my
I'm not going to
sister. I
deny
love
that.
you.
But I know that I will never let anybody that has broke me in my life break me again.
Amen.
I will rise, and so will you, and so will everybody else. Because why? Because we're special, we're strong, and we're still here.
Amen. Very true.
And
You're
anyone
right.
thinks I'm having a go at me, Shell, and being nasty, I am not. I'm stating
Oh
a
no,
fact.
she's not.
Because
She's
I know how
trying to
she
teach
feels. I
me
am there
things that
myself.
I need
I
to
go
know.
through the same things, Michelle.
It's
I go
not being
through pain
nasty to me.
24/7
We've been
every day on
sisters for a
day on
long
the week.
time.
I know how
Whoever's
it
saying
feels.
that is wrong. No, no, no,
I've
no,
got
no.
arthritis of my spine and my hips. I
Mm,
had to give my dancing and the things I loved up.
right.
I have
I
had so
know.
much pain and hate in my life. It's unbelievable. Yeah, but
I
I am still
understand.
here to say that. Yeah, and
Exactly.
I refuse point blank
Mm-hmm.
to let anyone bring me down. That's why I'm who I am now. Because
Right.
I've been the punch bag and I've been the weak person, and I ain't
Mm-hmm.
anymore.
Amen.
You cross me,
Mm,
you'll wish you didn't.
exactly.
You know what I mean? And the people
Mm-hmm.
that have done that have learned.
They better. You're not evil. You're not mean. You're not nasty. You're just saying the truth. Yeah, maybe you're, a little bit high voice, but it doesn't matter. I
You ain't gonna
totally
go overboard,
understand.
sweetheart.
I totally understand. You're a sweetheart, and I always loved you since day one. And I will always catch your back if I see something wrong.
I
I'm
know
here
that
for you.
I have my moments, and people are probably sitting there thinking, yeah, but she goes through depression moments and she goes a bit
Yeah,
down.
I
Yeah,
do.
I do, and I
I
admit it.
have
I've
it.
never ever not been truthful to you guys. I've told you
And
when I've
high
done some shit.
anxiety.
But I have learned from doing those stupid things how valuable my life is, and that no person that makes you feel little and hurts you and treats you wrong should be able to keep breaking you.
Exactly.
You get up.
Okay.
Who is
Thank you
that at
so
my
much,
door?
sis. Thank you so much.
Let's
You're so
flash.
smart.
Oh my god, what's that? There's a police car outside.
Thank
That's go in
you,
the
sis.
bedroom.
I love it. Oh no. What the hell happened?
Why is there
What
a
the
police
hell?
car outside my house?
I don't know. What the hell? Hmm. Sorry guys, I can't see chat. Just everything's okay. Just to let you know. It's all good.
Just hang on a minute, guys. There's something going on. I've got to mute the thing.
Are you alright?
There's police officers and everything outside. Just wait, all right?
Alright, I'm here. Mm. Ow. Shh. Yeah, Mommy, you're back. First. Thank you, my child. What's your problem, kitty? Kitty, ow. Weird, Daddy. He's making a treat for my kitty. You right?
Mm-hmm.
You okay?
Yeah, no, I'm alright, babe. I'm fine. I've got police officers all outside my house and that at the minute. Don't know what's going on.
It's not for you, right? Or anything?
They've not knocked at the minute. They're writing stuff down at the minute. Look.
What is that? You didn't do anything wrong. I've been with you all day.
No, it's not necessarily that I've done something wrong. Something's probably happened over here.
What is that, sweetheart?
It's the police.
Oh, that's the lights. Oh,
Yeah.
man. And they're right by
They
your
were knocking my
house?
door, but I didn't open the door because I didn't hear it until after, and then they were there. So I knocked on the window and they waved to me and they put their thumb up and told me to stay in the house. So something's got to be going on. So.
Oh, maybe
Oh
criminal
God.
person.
There's quite a lot of like there. Not that long ago there was like a murder.
A murder around you? Oh my
Yeah.
God!
No, I'm alright. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Good.
I was just panicking. I don't like it when you see them turn up at your door. That like knocked on my door and that. I was like, what?
Mm-mm. It's okay. Yeah, right. Oh,
Exactly, godmama. Yeah. Yeah, no, I heard the door go, but I was talking to you guys, and then by the time I'd got to the door, they'd already started walking, and they were stood outside my door window bit, and he was writing stuff down on a book, and then I knocked the window, and he just put his thumb up, and he said, "Stay and keep your windows locked and everything," and I was like, right, okay, so. Because they know that I'm vulnerable because I've been through violence and stuff. So whenever anything really bad's going on, they normally will knock and let me know. So they were telling me to stay in my house. So that's what I did.
Good.
I didn't go out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I went through domestic violence and stuff. So I've been through quite a lot.
Yeah, my
and the police were involved in it. So they know me very well. Not because I've been a naughty girl or I'm a bad person, because I've been through a lot.
I know.
Yeah, I mean.
My ex-husband tried strangling me to death, spit on my face, did illegal drugs, cheated on me, and I knew it because he was talking to her in the bathroom.
I've had a partner that's cheated on me. I've had a partner that has smacked my head off of units, has tried to shove, and the crutches that you walk with, tried
I had restraining orders
attacking me with that, and tried shoving that down my throat. I've had my throat held and me being strangled quite a few times. I had him put a pillow over my face. I had him hold me up the wall while I was pregnant with my daughter.
Unbelievable.
I've been pushed. I've been kicked to the floor. I've had loads of stuff done to me. I wasn't treated very nice at all. And then the partner before that, was a sexual assaulter that thinks it's okay to do stuff to women.
Did they go to jail?
And he was on drugs. No, they both got, well, the first person that I was with, I was young, so I didn't bother pressing charges. I just stayed away from him. And my partner,
Right.
this one that I was with, like before Matt cheated on me. He didn't do anything else. But before that, the partner that I was with him for over 5 years. And he's
Right.
the father of my daughter. And
Right.
I reported him to the police, and he went on the run for a year. And because he went on the run for a year, he got away with it. But then he done something else stupid to somebody else, and he got put down for it, and he got extra time on top for what happened to me. But I wouldn't say that that's justice, because I didn't have to speak out. I didn't get to, you know, to show them what he'd done to me and how much he'd affected me. You know what I mean? Because I was a wreck. I was a mess when he left. I was so scared and timid of everything. I went through so much, and every bang and knock at the door, I'd be so scared that it was him. And he'd threatened to chop me up and post me through my mum's letterbox and stuff like that. He was a psycho.
Yeah,
I've
and
had
then
another one that's tried threatened to burn my flat down with me and my kid in it. Right. I've had quite a few really not very nice men.
Two major ones: my ex-husband Michael and my ex-boyfriend Richie, who I was living with.
Every time he would raise his voice, I would shake. I would tremble in fear. Every time he raised his voice, I would make my house clean before he come home, and I'd still, even though I'd clean my house, he would still beat me. He'd find a reason to beat me. I've been locked.
My second one.
I've been locked in cupboards and left in dirty wee and shit,
all my clothes into
dirty clothing in my own wee, because he'd locked me away, and I was pregnant at the time. I've been through
the Salvation Army. He threw all my clothes in the Salvation Army. I had to take them both to court. All I wanted was a divorce from the first one, Michael, the abuser, and the second one, Richie. He threw out all my clothes in my bins and threw them into the Salvation Army, and I never got them all back, so I had to count everything out, and he had to repay me back. But both
and that's how I lost. That's how I lost my little boy Leo. My little boy Leo was stillborn because of where I'd been beaten so badly.
Right.
I used to be locked up in a cupboard and left in dirty clothing. So I'd needed to go to the toilet, and he wouldn't let me out and stuff. He wasn't a very nice person.
No.
He screwed me up physically, the first partner. That's what my first partner done. And then this one, the one that I was with, that's my daughter's dad. He was just very, very nasty, and would hit and try strangling me, telling me I was worthless and stuff like that. Any excuse to just throw his fist, just any excuse to throw his fist around at me and make me feel even more worthless. You know what I mean? So
you couldn't call 911.
I've had controlling boyfriends that have told me what I can wear and what I can't wear. I've had boyfriends that have cheated on me. None of my relationships have been good, apart from my son's dad's relationship. But he decided to end the relationship and didn't want anything to do with me and my kid. So that's the only person that's never been. He's the only guy that was never violent or anything like that. But he didn't help me psychologically because he walked out on me. But the other guys, they literally, I was like a punch bag, or like they would screw with my head.
I know.
Really badly. Really badly.
An ex-husband and an ex-boyfriend. I had to take them, when me and my dad had to take them both to court.
Do you know,
try to win this thing.
The worst thing about it is when you're going through it and you know that you're on your own, because there were times when he would attack me in my home and I would run outside and run to the safety of somewhere outside, and he'd always seem to be able to find me. And I remember this one incident where I was up on a bridge and I was running, and he grabbed me and he threw me to the floor, and he was strangling me on the public bridge with cars driving by, and nobody stopped. No one stopped.
A-holes.
The only
I
thing
would
I
have
would
if I
say, there
knew
was a
you,
guy
if I
that
was
was
in England.
walking. There was a guy that was walking his dogs, and he could hear the screaming, and it was
Right.
him that come to my rescue. A guy walking two dogs right on the other end of the road heard me screaming.
And
That's
he
how
helped
I'm
you?
able to get back up.
He helped you, right?
Yeah, he grabbed hold of my ex-partner, like pulled him off me. Literally, I had all marks all around my neck. The last
Oh.
straw was when he done it that bad that I had my arm in a sling, because he nearly broke my arm, and my mum wanted to go and have him. And I'd had to go to hospital because I took it really bad. I had all marks around my throat, black eye and all that. I had my arm was
See, this
almost
is
broke,
why
but
I
it
don't
didn't. It
want
was
to ever
just very
date again.
badly.
I'll find with
It was
my
very
cat.
badly bruised, and they thought it'd been fractured, but luckily it hadn't. But I've had my head smacked off the units, which is why my memory goes sometimes, because where it smacked my head so much, it's made my memory a little bit iffy.
Foggy. I get it. I know.
Because he knocked. I think I was knocked out for like a few minutes when he done that. Literally smacked my head straight off of the unit, and then there was another time where he smashed a glass over his head, and it cut all my feet and everything up where it fell on me.
Oh my lord!
He wasn't very nice. Wasn't very nice at all.
That's
Not nice.
bad too.
And it still affects me now. I still have nightmares and stuff like that.
I'm sure I do too. Sometimes I don't remember my dreams, but I'm sure.
And that's why I always say that I hope that the next guy that is involved with me is going to take me seriously and actually look after me, because I've been through a lot. You know, I am good and a kind, and I gave everything to my partners. It was always I gave and they never gave back. All I got was just abuse and hurt.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And like I've said to everybody, I've got a lot of love, and the right guy, it don't matter where they are, I'd give my all to them. You know what I mean? And
me too.
That's what I want. I just want a decent person in my life that I can love and feel safe with, have my kids, and have my life the way that I've always wanted it. But sadly, at the minute, it don't seem to be working.
That's why I love Danny so much. You know that, sis? I trust Danny. I love him. He is a good looking man.
But this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying this to try and make you guys feel bad. What I'm trying to say, I'm saying this to try and make you guys see that it doesn't matter what you face in life. Yeah, there is always a way to break through.
Yeah.
There's always a way to find yourselves. No matter how much someone tries to push you down and hurt you, you can get back up and be strong. And you should be proud because you're still here.
And they're not disabled
because you're
like
special
I am
and you're
anymore.
important, and no person deserves and has the right to put you down.
I know.
You know what I mean? That I haven't said this to you guys because I want you to feel sorry for me. I've said this and shared this with you because it's an experience that it's took me so many years to get past, and I'm still not past it even now. But I can sit here and say that I've dealt with it and I live with it, and they're not winning. They're not winning no more, and you guys can be the same way. That's why I told you I'm not doing it to get sympathy. I don't want sympathy. I don't want sympathy. You know,
I don't want sympathy either.
I'm proud of who I am. Yeah, I'm not happy. I'm not happy with what I've gone through. I'm not happy with the way that life's treated me. But I'm still me, and I love who I am. I love the inspiration I give to others.
Amen.
I love the Lord and Divine and my kids and my friends and my family. That is all that matters. As long as I have those things, nothing else matters.
Right.
Nothing.
I know.
You know, I could very easily be talking to you guys through, you know, they could very, very much want, like for me, like, I could very much have been speaking to you through a spirit box right now.
Right.
And you'd have never met me if things had turned out the way that he was trying it to turn it out. He weren't beating me because he wanted to beat me every day. In the end, he did try to end my life. I could very easily not be sitting here talking to you now, but I am. And I'm grateful for that. You know what I mean?
I am too, yes. I know, I'm grateful.
Police don't want anything with you. They were just outside and that
Mm.
like there's stuff going on around here, and they normally come and let me know when there's people about, and that so that I don't go out, so I'm safe.
That's good.
Because I've been through a lot of stuff, and I get
Yeah.
freaked out and get really spooked out and scared when things happen that I'm not aware of because of what I've been through. That I get anxiety and panic attacks and all sorts of things. Like, I may look strong and like I'm in control to you guys, but behind closed doors, it's a different story.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Yes, I do. I do. I really do. I get it. Believe me. It's not right of them what they did to us, and we didn't deserve it, and we're pretty. And they shouldn't have done that to you, and they shouldn't have done it to me, and they shouldn't do it to other people either. Yeah. They need like anger management classes or something. I mean, I even took my ex-husband Michael to it was a psychiatrist. Men are from Mars, women are from Venus, and the psychiatrist took my and my ex-husband kept on leaving my psychiatrist at that time, and I'm like, why you keep on leaving? Because the guy is on your side. Well, we're telling him the truth of what's going on. It's not my fault that he's siding with me. He sees what you're all about. I'm sorry.
No, but that's the thing, though. You like, at least you fight it back with him. I didn't fight back with my. I would never ever dare lift my hand to my ex-partner. It would never ever happen. I'd have got even worse beat. I'm telling you. The only time I ever raised my hand and grabbed him by his throat was when he attacked me when I was pregnant. No one touched me when I'm pregnant, and he didn't touch me again until after I had her. Then after losing my court case because of him being violent with me and that, he come and attacked me for the last time, which is when I nearly got my arm broken and that. I'd only had her 6 weeks before, so I weren't even fully recovered, and he damaged my arm. I had all marks around my neck. My bleeding started really badly again because of where he'd attacked me.
Right.
So I went through quite a lot.
Did you call the police when that was happening?
The police were involved in most of the incidences that he towards the end. Obviously, at the beginning, no, I didn't get the police involved because I would believe his crap all the time. I'm sorry, baby, I didn't mean to do that. I won't do it again. And that was for the first couple of years. He was lovely. There was nothing wrong with him. Then I went for about 1.5 years where it started to be quite bad. Then I ended up in Wellowing and had a major breakdown because I'd lost my son's court case and with what I was going through with him. Then the violence stopped for quite a while, and then when I and him were settled and things seemed okay, I fell pregnant with Amelia, and there was one incident where he put his hands around my throat and had me up the wall, and I held him back by putting my hands around his throat. I said, "You ever touch me while I'm pregnant with your kid?" I said, "I will put a knife in your back. Do you understand me? Don't ever touch me ever again." And like got him to, and he moved and he realised what he'd done, and that stopped him from doing that again. The only other incident was when we'd had this argument and he pulled my arm and I run out the house while I was heavily pregnant with Amelia, and I went up round the back up here. And when he come by on the bike and he kicked my leg out and I fell over on the floor, and I was about 7 months pregnant.
Oh no.
And I had to report it to the social services because I was worried for my baby's safety and all that. And through doing that, they decided to step in properly and say, we're going to take your child. You can't have your child in your care. And when he beat me up really badly and he done that to me, after having her, that was the final straw for social services. That's why I didn't get my daughter back. Because of what he'd done. They felt that she would not be safe.
I don't know why most men are like that. There are a lot of men that are like that.
I'd asked them to put me in a mother and baby unit. I'd asked them to put me in a mother and baby unit to get me away from them. And they ignored it.
And they ignored it?
Yep. The guy that they used as my mental assessor, literally ripped me to the point that I nearly went into early labour, and I reported him. They used him in my court case when he shouldn't have been in my court case. My solicitor turned around and said that in both of my cases with both of my kids, I was set up. I should have never lost my kids.
Mm. Mm.
Well, that's just how life
But
is.
he's crazy. Oh my god.
I know.
Oh.
And that's why I get so angry when people come in and say really nasty things to me. And
Yeah,
say
it annoys
about
me
my
too.
kids and say stuff about how I'm supposed to be as a person, because they have no clue what I've been through. They have no clue. I
Exactly.
am not an evil or a nasty person. I don't lie about anything that I say. And
And they don't know
I
me either, you
so
know?
nuts and so mad at people when they try to make out that I do, because I don't believe in liars and unhonest people. Okay, so,
Mm-hmm.
and you certainly don't talk about my kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's definitely not my kids. My boy was, and my little girl are my life. I love them unconditionally. I give them anything that they want. I am a good mum, and I always have been a good mum. I just
right.
happen to have chosen the wrong men,
I know.
you know,
Yeah,
and because of that,
yeah.
I've suffered.
I know, honey. I know. And that's not fair to you because you're the victim, not him. He's just a dirtbag like my exes, my ex-husband and my ex-boyfriend that I lived with. My ex-boyfriend threw out all my expensive clothes. I had leather stuff like leather pants, leather this, leather that, leather coats. I had so many different things that were so expensive, dresses and stuff when I could afford it years ago. And he threw them all in the Salvation Army and he sent it, you know what? And I had to take him to court and write down how much everything was with what he did to my clothes. And then thank God the judge was on my side and he had to pay a heavy fine for it because I had no clothes because he threw them all away. The first one, he didn't do that, but he was the one who tried strangling me to death, spit on my face, did
Hell,
illegal
Hunter.
drugs,
Sorry.
cheated on me.
On where, sweetheart?
You know, I'm here for
No,
you,
like,
honey.
you know,
I'm here for you.
Like all of it was horrible to go through and experience. But the worst part of all of it was when I lost my daughter. When I was pregnant with her, and they took her after 3 days of birth from my arms. That was the most
But
hardest
why?
thing
You didn't do
ever
anything.
had to
Yeah.
deal with because of my ex-partner. You know what I mean? Giving
Yeah,
birth
but they shouldn't have
and
taken your own daughter
breastfeeding
away.
and having that bond with my babies,
Right.
my little girl, and then
Right.
you you have to hand her over to social services.
Did you ever get her back?
Oh, because of what he done to me.
Oh my God.
I
I'm
don't
so
have either of my
sorry.
kids because of what's happened to me.
That's not right, though. They're the ones who freaking did it to you. You should have had full
Yeah, but
custody.
they look at it that, oh, well, you couldn't safeguard your children because he was doing that to you. Because for some reason, social services think that it's that easy to come out of a domestic violent relationship and to go through something
It
that is really
isn't.
bad. You know what I mean? And it's
Mm-hmm.
not. It's not easy,
No.
and it's scary, and it's not that easy to walk away from, especially when they're
No.
psycho and they would find you. You know what I mean? And you're thinking of your
Exactly.
child that's already in care and worrying
Mm-hmm.
about that child as well. What else could I do? I tried to
But
do
do you ever
whatever I
get to
could
see your
to.
daughter and your
I
son?
I tried everything I could to try and get away from him. That's why I asked for the mother and baby unit and stuff. And I get to see my kids 4 times a year,
Oh, honey. How old
and
are
that's
they
why my
now?
life is hard. My son's 12 years old, and my daughter is 5.
How old is she?
5.
That's young. So this just happened not that
Not
long
not
ago to
not that
you.
long ago. Like
No.
just over 6 years ago. Well, she's 5
Right.
now because obviously you got the first year where you carry them. So yeah,
Oh,
6 years for me,
God.
but 5 years for her. You know what I mean? So
That's not
it wasn't that long
good.
ago when you think about it.
But couldn't you tell the judge that you don't want anything to do with him and that you'd be
Well, yeah,
taking
obviously I'd
care of
done
your
all of
kids
this,
on your
Misha,
own?
but it didn't make no difference. He'd already been violent to me. He already knew where I lived, and because social did not help me to move or do anything, it wasn't looked at that my kids would be safe in my care.
I
So
think
I
that's
don't have
total
my
bullshit. They
kids.
should have never done that to
This
you.
world
They
is not
should have
a fair
never,
place, and
ever.
social services most definitely are not fair people. They're not.
No, they're not. That doesn't sound right. You should have had full custody and not get be. Oh, that is so wrong of them to do that to you. I am so sorry. That really is not right at all. Not at all.
You
Not
know,
at
and that's
all.
why I get so angry when people are nasty and when they judge me and when they sit there and say that I'm wrong about things. When I've took a lot of my work and what I do very seriously all of my life, right? And you know, people think I'm this little girl that has no clue about anything and that I don't know what it feels like to hurt or I don't know what it's
Yeah,
like to go through
right.
bad things. Well, newsflash, yes, I do. And it ain't
Yeah,
just
you do.
domestic violence I've been through. I've witnessed losing people I love. You
I
know, I've
totally
seen
get it.
some pretty screwed up stuff. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've been there. I totally understand. I never had kids. I was one of my cats' kids, thank God.
I'd always wanted kids, but I kept having miscarriages and stuff, and they weren't sure if
Right.
I would be able to carry and have kids. But
Well,
I was
I had
luckily blessed with, I was
cancer.
blessed with a little boy that's now 12, and I was blessed with my little girl that's now 5. You know what I mean? But and you know, the very facts and stuff of what I'd gone through was pretty.
Right. Yeah, I had cervical cancer when I was young, and then they
You know,
had to do
losing babies and
some
losing my.
kind of test on me, some kind of surgery thing for cervical cancer. Then I ended up getting my tubes tied, so I didn't want kids at all. I was like, you know what? I'm sticking with my cats. Right now, I only have one because I used to have 13 cats and took care of them. And I used to have a collie, took care of her. But I'm just too immobilized to take care of 13 anymore. So I only have one kitty cat. When is these 13 cats, it's not so easy. Plus, I was a vet tech and a licensed pharmacy tech, so I had the money years ago, you know.
I don't know what he's on about. You know, like for me, like the stream, like obviously it's not gone where we've gone fully talking about spiritual stuff, but we've talked about some interesting stuff. And like the light of it all really is, guys, is what I'm saying, is that it doesn't matter how much darkness and badness you go through, you can get through and you can find the light and you can be the person you want to be again. Yeah, it takes work and it takes time and it can be hard, but you can overcome your fears and your problems, you know, and you can learn to be something, and you know, and be thankful for the new day that's going to come, you know, because I do have a lot to be thankful for, and I am blessed with a lot of things, even though sometimes it feels like I'm not blessed. I am. I still have my beautiful children. I still get to see them. I have you guys and stuff like that. You know, my life could be a lot more worse. I'm not saying that it's easy and it's not nice. It isn't. But I could be a lot worse. I could, you know. Oh, and also, I'm just gonna. Yes, they do actually. Yeah, this is my boy. It's my baby boy. He's 12. He's got darker hair now, but that's my little man. Absolutely gorgeous. He's a good boy. Mum is very proud of him. Then I'll try and find a more up to date picture of Amelia. Hang on, I need to find a picture of her first. I don't mind showing you my babies because I'm proud of them. So oh, hang on a minute. I found the pictures there. I've got it on my eye. Hang on a minute. I'm just trying to find it. I'm trying to find a picture of my girl because I have to put all my pictures away and that, because I get worried about people finding them or. Just trying to find it. Hang on. And also, while I'm here, I just want to just do a little suggestion. I've had some messages sent to me, and Michelle, my sis, when you're going to other people's rooms and there are stuff going on, I would prefer if you didn't say to them about me being a witch and that I am going to put spells on them and stuff like that, because I don't do negativity work, Michelle. And because you're saying this is bringing problems to my channel, I'm not going to put a spell on anybody. When I do my spells, I do my spells because I'm trying to help, not because I'm trying to hurt. I'm trying to find this these pictures of my girl. We'll get to it in a minute. Just trying to find this picture of my girl. My girl has red hair. She's really pretty. She looks like a little fairy. Who are all these people? I hope they're not trolls and stuff like that, because I really can't be dealing with trolls and stuff at the minute. I can't be bothered with it. Got people messaging me left, right and centre. Not really bothered about my Patreon stuff. I've got more important things to be worrying about than that at the minute. It's not like people don't know who I am already anyway, is it? What I'm actually trying to do is find my daughter's picture. So yeah, what I'm probably gonna do it so that I don't carry on streaming tonight, and then I'll bring my paranormal stuff into it tomorrow. To be honest, not really feeling to continue it. Done well over 24 hours. Well over. I'm gonna have to do it again when I'm a little bit more with it, but I am gonna come back on tomorrow and try and do my card readings and bits, and maybe do an investigation tomorrow. It gives them a break tonight as well. And I know that there was people that were wanting to talk to me. I hope that they are not thinking of like trying to have a go at me or anything, because the mood that I'm in at the moment, it ain't going to be a nice reply. I don't want to keep bloody ringing, texting, are you okay? Okay, I'm as okay as I can be. I don't understand why I can't find the picture of my girl. I don't know where my pictures have gone. I can't find my pictures of my girl. See, and if I go onto my nan's profile, she's got so many names. Sorry guys, I am with you still. Just have a look. Trying to just find a picture. Because obviously the pictures I've got of her are like baby pictures. I want a more up to date one of her. No, it's not in that one either. Oh, damn it. I don't know. I can't be bothered to be trying to find it because I can't see shit. Excuse me. I can't find it, but when I find a picture, it's my child. Yeah, no. That picture was of him when he was a little bit younger. I can't find a picture of my daughter. I've got them all hid somewhere and it'll take me ages to find it. Yeah, no, and apparently you have to be careful showing, but obviously it was my son. It's like I'm only showing a picture. It's not. I'm not doing anything. It's not like I've got my kid on the panel. I'm just showing what he looks like. But apparently you could get in trouble for doing that, so I'll be careful. And you've got to be careful and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So there you go. Everyone trying again tell you what should and shouldn't be being done. I'm all right, Camry. You know, life is life. I'm gonna come off anyway now because I'm knackered, guys. I'm just gonna go and chill in the bedroom. I'm not gonna go to sleep yet, but I'm gonna chill. I'll be back on tomorrow. Well, today, because it's for me. It's gone 12 now, so I'll be back on tomorrow at some point to do like card readings and stuff, and I'll do an evening investigation thing. I know, Camry. I know, sweetheart. It's just sometimes like life's hard. You know, life's hard, and when you miss things and you wish that you had them so badly, and that it can be really hard. You know, like I said, I'm not going to sleep. You know, if any of you want to message, you can. I know I've got to talk to a few people and that, so that'll be going on in a minute. Hopefully, I don't know. But I want to thank you all for coming in and supporting. We will be doing this 48-hour stream thing again at some point, but I think at the minute we should just stick to doing just little streams and stuff, keeping the paranormal streams and everything up and stuff like that, and just carrying on, you know. So I thank you all for coming in, for showing your love. A lot of love and respect to all of you guys. You are my angels. I love you all very, very much. Hello, Mark. How are you, sweet? Yeah, it's been hard. It's been a lot of stuff going on, and I'm getting through it. So just stay positive, guys. Stay strong. Remember that you're loved because you're loved by me. Remember to keep being positive, keep being real, and remember that when you go to sleep, those spirits creep, and they're always around you. And stay spooky. And obviously, the spirits and me are very, very grateful that you came on here. And thank you so much for being on here. So again, like I said, I will be on tomorrow to do card readings and all that. Then we will go on to the investigation in the evening, where we will do the experiments and stuff. So we're still going to do everything planned how we were going to plan, but I'm just not going to be doing it for a solid 48 hours. You are very welcome, and I just love entertaining you. Yeah, no, it's all right, Mark. You know, life's life. But, you know, we're still going to have the streams that I have put up on Facebook. It's just not going to be a full 48-hour thing. So we will entwine all. Obviously, we didn't get to, well, we done like, talked a little bit about dreams, but then we went kind of serious and to reality sort of thing. So tomorrow we will be doing maybe a little more catch up on the dreams if people want to do that, but we'll be looking into angels and stuff. We'll be doing card readings and things, and we'll do some prayers again, and then we'll go on to doing the ghost boxes and the experiments and the investigation stuff. I might leave that investigation for an overnight one, but I will stop the first stream and then start it again. But tonight, I think I'm just going to sit in my room. I'm going to chill and rest and, you know, just listen to some music, wind down, talk to the people I've got to talk to, and I'll be back on tomorrow. Hello, my Astri. But I love you all. Thank you for the love and the support. Thank you for being here. and I hope that you're well and you're safe. And I will talk to you soon, my angels. I love you all very much. You're the best family ever. As I always say, guys, there is nobody like you guys. So love you all. And if my darling little boy's watching, I love you too, Ash, my little man, and my little girl. And love everybody else. And if Coffin is watching, babe, please contact me if you want. Okay. So night night. And I see you real soon. It'll probably be in the afternoon, guys. So I will talk to you later, angels. Love, light, and blessings. Make sure you guys rest and eat and whatever as well, guys. And I will be praying for each and every one of you tonight. As always. Night, night, night. Love you all. Bye-bye.